I'm sure you've heard the news. The Criterion Collection isn't collecting dust. It's collecting masterpieces. Tonight, a montage that wears prestige like a tux. Think of this as a fast pass through film history's most elegant fingerprints. We move from black and white chiaroscuro to color that hums each cut edited like a silver bullet argument. Directors who dare, scores that sting, titles that became touchstones, all framed under the Criterion seal.
Woohoo!
You.
Let's see, let's rotate this around a little bit just so that way I think I'm looking in the right direction. Oh, it won't let me rotate. Whatever. Okay, I'm just going to be kind of like looking off to the wrong side all night probably. So, what's up, fellas?
What up? What's up?
What up?
G?
What up? What up?
Here to talk about
Flourish the pinky.
yes, we are here to talk about Criterion. And I know that both of you fellas love the shit out of some Criterion. I think my intro made it long enough. We can say some cuss words already. We're over 2 minutes in. I didn't think about that. But, you know, I know you guys both love Criterion. I know, Jason, you've been down with Criterion since like the DVD days. Still got some of them bad boys.
Long time. I got my Criterion tramp stamp on my lower back in 2002.
Nice.
This Criterion tramp stamp has seen a lot of action.
So I'm gonna pull the stream. I'm gonna pull the chat up over here on the right hand side or whatever, so that way we don't really kind of miss it. We got some greats in here tonight. We got our regulars. We got some channel members like my mom's in here.
What up, Jane Doe?
We got my uncle up in here.
Nicky.
I just want to say hi real quick because I know we had so many people waiting, and like all these people are still here. So thanks, I do appreciate it. We got Steve up in here. What's up, my dude? Took a break from Animal Crossing to be here this evening, didn't you? We got Van Gool. What's up, Jay? We got a lot of Jays up in the house tonight because my family calls me Jay as well. So
yeah, there you go.
We got Corey up in here saying hi. Another great channel member. We got Johnny saying hi and holding it down in the chat as well. I was kind of going through everything. We got
Johnny watching though. That's the question. What is Johnny watching? Is it pornographic? I hope it is.
Sometimes. I mean,
Johnny's watching ladies take their clothes off, and I approve.
I will tell you, I've been watching a lot of Criterions and stuff with my wife, and she's like, "What do your friends have you watching?"
Like, what do these people convince you to watch? What is going on?
Shit,
There's some range in the Criterion Collection, I will say, but I'll also say that in more recent years, stuff like what Vinegar Syndrome puts out has gotten very popular too. Kind of lesser known stuff, schlocky like B, C, Z movies from the 60s and 70s and exploitation stuff. And I kind of feel like that's one area Criterion sort of painted them into a corner where it's like, we're the classy boutique. Like, we publish classy stuff like French New Wave shit, Godard and Truffaut in them. And so, you know, we can't really get into that exploitation shit that might be making a lot of money over there at VS these days.
Oh, for sure.
Because when I watch a Criterion, my wife's like, all right, cool. But when I watch a Vinegar Syndrome, my wife's like, honey, what the fuck was that?
This is high art. What are you talking about?
Yeah. We'd be watching like Shallow Grave and stuff. Some girl gets shot in the head, and she's just like, What are we watching right now?
Well, have you sat down and watched The Night Porter with her? That's a
I have not
Criterion
watched The
Collection.
Night Porter with. No, I have not
Yeah.
watched The Night Porter
That
with.
would be she would be asking if that was Vinegar Syndrome you would put in.
Your jail.
Let's see. We got
What?
Alex up in here. What's up, dude? Talk about Pinkies Up. That's what it's always all about.
Pinky's up on my IPA.
Let's see. We got the homie Brad up in here. 4K Tent Revival.
What's up, Brad?
He is what 25K or something. Like he's the famous one in the chat tonight. So thanks for being in here, Brad.
It's more like 45, but
Oh, is he 45 now? See, he be blowing up so quick.
He's up there.
I don't know anybody that's more deserving. We got Holland in here. That makes it an official physical media live stream.
It's an official stream now that Holland's here.
I like Holland notes.
We got Jerry in here. Uncharted Tombs. Oh, I did. Oh, and I guess my intro is skipping out. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure that out. This ain't as high classes StreamYard.
Oh God!
Brad's here.
Everybody's seen April now.
Brad is a low-key lover of Criterion. He
Oh,
probably doesn't want me saying that, but I think low-key.
I think Brad is a man of class.
Yeah, he shakes your hand and he says, "I'm a Severin guy. Smell my fingers," and they kind of smell Criterion-y to me. I'm like, is that really Severin? I feel like you like Criterion a little bit.
We got Tiana in here.
Smell my finger, fuck.
She came in just in time for the finger joke. Perfect timing on that one.
Yep.
We keep it classy.
I wonder what Criterions are going to talk about today. Hey, smell my finger.
I like to balance the scales, honestly. Like I'll talk about Criterion, but I also have to make a smell my fingers joke. It's like karmic. I have to balance the karmic scales with my own output.
All right, so just getting into it, because I want to start doing this with you guys, like once a month. I'd like to get together, find some new stuff within our collections that maybe some of the other ones have watched, So as like an introduction to this, we'll start with Johnny and we'll just kind of go around. What is it that draws you to the collection? Like, why do you like Criterion?
Basically, it's the exposure to non-studio films, if that makes sense. Just the types of films that I normally wouldn't go watch in a theater, like, Solo or the Piano Teacher or A Taste of Cherry, stuff like that. I'm exposed to different types of films and different types of filmmakers from different countries. And just to be able to actually get a hold of a physical copy of something that you wouldn't ordinarily see on the shelf at Blockbuster or at Hollywood Video or whatever, and to be able to hold it and know that someone actually put in the time and the effort to actually make sure that this is truly the best representation of this specific release. So that's why I absolutely love Criterion.
You mentioned like Criterions, you wouldn't bump into them at like a Hollywood Video, but that reminded me, I stole The Unbearable Lightness of Being, which is been out of print for so damn long. I stole that from a Blockbuster. Like I rented it and just never turned it in and went back and stole the case. And that's how I got The Unbearable Lightness of. I've still got it. It's like mad out of print. That shit's been out of print since like 2001. And that's how I got The Unbearable Lightness of Being. I went into a Blockbuster. I kicked them while they were down because they were just catching their breath from Netflix pulling out for a minute or two. And I kicked them while they was down. I was like, give me The Unbearable Lightness of Being, bitch. That was a good movie. Daniel Day-Lewis.
That's how I got my Criterion of the DVD of the Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
I actually went into Hollywood Video, and they actually had it, and I rented it, and then I found out that they were pulling them all off the shelves because of some kind of, I think it was the commentary or something on there that wasn't authorized to do it. And I'm like, oh well, I'm not turning this thing back in, so it's sitting in the piles, probably in my damn closet.
Yeah. Are there different commentaries? Because I have the Silence of the Lambs DVD, like you do, the one that's been out of print for a long time.
Yeah.
And then several years ago, I want to say like 2020-ish, 2021-ish, somewhere in that neighborhood, they brought it back as a Blu-ray.
Yep.
They brought that one back out of print land after like 10, 12, 15 years. And so I got a copy of the Blu-ray too. Is there different? I haven't looked and compared the special features, but
I haven't seen the DVD in like 15 years or whatever.
I got them right on my shelf. I'm gonna have to go compare after this because you've piqued my interest.
I think it's because when they did the commentary track on it, like MGM, I think they're the ones who did the DVD afterwards, and I think they weren't. We don't want the commentary track on there. There's something that's on that disc that they said no, pull it off the shelf.
Early Criterion is a very interesting history because Criterion was an extremely early adopter to DVD because they were doing Laserdisc like back in the mid to late 80s. So Criterion saw DVD and they jumped right on it, even before studios like you mentioned MGM. Studios like MGM were like, I don't know, like VHS thing is pretty cool. I don't know about this DVD thing. And Criterion jumped on it. So they managed to license early on the first, 20 or 30 Criterions. They managed to license some shit that after a couple of years, by about 2001, the studios were like, let's yank that shit back because, we don't want Criterion to be publishing Silence of the Lambs. That's a major Academy Award-winning film. We could be making all of the money instead of sharing some with Criterion. So a lot of those really early Criterions wound up going out of print pretty early on in the DVD era just because a lot of the studios were like, we're on board now. And so it was just an interesting timing thing that Criterion managed to get a lot of stuff hard-boiled and The Killer and stuff that's just been out of print forever.
And RoboCop, too.
RoboCop. I've got 2 copies of the out-of-print RoboCop. I need to scalp one of those pretty soon. I've been sitting on it for 15 years.
Well, what spine number is that thing? It's got to be pretty low, right?
Yeah, RoboCop is low. It's low. I'd have to look it up. I can't see do you have it? Oh, it's right behind him. I'd have to get
23.
Okay.
Oh, that's going to be a naked spot for a long time, I guess. Wow, I didn't realize that RoboCop was in the collection.
It sure is. There's some wild stuff. I mean, early Criterion, I feel like, and this may be getting ahead of your initial question, but it's just hard not to talk about the history. Once I start talking about stealing my copy of The Unbearable Lightness of Being, I feel like it's an avalanche. It's just it's unavoidable. But Criterion had a really interesting, very early period because they were able to license some wild stuff. But then they have kind of an interesting last couple of years because they're able to license some really wild stuff. Like I didn't see Pee-wee's Big Adventure coming from Criterion. If you'd asked me, if you had traveled from now, Jeff, if you traveled in a DeLorean 15 years ago and you pulled up on my spot and you jumped out of that bitch with your hair all wiry and shit, and you were just like, Criterion's going to put out Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah.
I would have fucking slapped a straitjacket on you. I was like, get this man away from my children. I didn't have kids.
I mean, and I don't know if you guys follow Jeff Band 316, but he does the Jeffy Awards. It actually won Criterion Release of the Year on his awards show. So
no kidding.
And there were quite a few that were on there that I actually thought Eyes Wide Shut would win it, but Pee-wee's Big Adventure
ask
did.
Brad about Eyes Wide Shut. If you want to have a fun conversation, just ask Brad about Eyes Wide Shut. It's good times.
So what I like about the collection is before I would say discovered, but I always knew of Criterion because they've always been the boutique label. But when I decided to, I guess, embrace boutique labels, Criterion was one of the first ones I started with. And before I did that, I always said, I hate foreign films. Don't give me a foreign film. I don't want to watch them. If it's not in English, I don't need to see it.
Yeah.
And Criterion has really opened my eyes for that because I figure if it's on the Criterion line, it has some kind of significant value to the culture in which it come from. So that's a good way for me to kind of see like Polish films or Japanese films. You know, I'm really early into samurai films, but I'm digging them so far. And
Good for you.
the best ones are on Criterion.
Welcome.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about it is the film discovery aspect that I'm finding. Like I'll blind buy a Criterion just about any day of the week because even if I end up not liking it, I understand why it's in the collection.
Worst case is you just sit on that Criterion, even if you didn't like it, you sit on it for a little while. That shit goes out of print. Boom, that's $100 down the road.
Yep.
Right? Tuck that away for later.
That's like 4 more Criterion titles, 4Ks when the sale hits. So yeah.
I like that. I mean, that's something. I think there's my appreciation for Criterion is multifaceted. I think for one thing, I like a lot of the movies they put out. I want to watch them, so I'm happy to buy them. I think that's probably first and foremost. I don't think I'd buy any of the movies if I didn't like them, but like to your point, both of you gentlemen mentioned that there's a lot of discovery there, and so thinking back on my years in my film theory program at University of Georgia, most of the movies we watched were Criterion films, and a lot of the films we watched, like The Awful Truth and His Girl Friday, weren't available on Criterion then in 2002, 2003, but they are available on Criterion now. So that kind of tells you like it's sort of like the boutique label, like the film school boutique label. Like if you're going to learn film, that's what you watch. And so I think that's a double-edged sword for Criterion. I think it's both like what I think it's, you know, it's you just have to appreciate the film history that's available there. It's important, you know, but I think also it's what sometimes pushes people away a little bit too. It's like, come on, man, I don't want homework. I just want to see some titties and a guy get cut up. You know what I mean? I want to see a guy get strangulated and stabbed to the wall in Halloween. And, you know, I want to see the girl running around with her boobies out in the Halloween movie. Can I please just watch a schlocky Vinegar Syndrome film? So, you know, I guess that's the yin and the yang of Criterion, because Vinegar Syndrome is sort of like the opposite side of the coin, where there's a lot of discovery there too. It's just not, it's not like Truffaut and Jean-Pierre Melville film, like French films of the 60s. It's more like, you know, boudoir films on the Melusine site and shit like that. Like, you know, although there is a Criterion film that does show full penetration. Did you guys know that?
What?
It's out of print now, but it shows it close up. P&V, full penetration. The film Antichrist with Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Actually his
I actually grabbed that on the July Criterion sale when I knew it was out of print, but it was still in stock.
I wanted to buy that. I wanted to buy that. That movie is so unbelievably unwatchable. Like I've seen it one time, and I wanted to buy it when it went out of print. I was like, oh, it's on sale. It's $25. Like it's cheap. But $25 is nothing. I could just buy it right now. It's out of print. It's going to be hard to get in a year. But I had to ask myself, like, seriously, how many more times are you going to want to watch this movie? She cuts her. Have you seen it yet?
No, I straight blind bought it.
I'm not going to say anymore. I'm going to say that it is definitely in my top 3 hardest films to watch of all time. I don't want to spoil anything because I didn't know you gentlemen hadn't seen it yet. But if you, it is top 3. It's in there for hardest film to watch. And having seen it once, I honestly, like, I had it in the cart on Amazon, and I was like, I really don't think I'm ever going to watch it again. I don't have the stomach for it. That was even before I have kids. Like, I'm softer now. Now that I got kids, I'm like, I can't mess with anything too hard. That movie goes hard. That movie goes hard. Caps lock, hard. Very hard film to watch.
All right.
And that's what I love about Criterion Collection, man.
All right.
A little nostalgia too. Like I started buying Criterion back then, like 02, 03. I'm in film school. You know, I'm writing papers, and so I'm like renting some of the movies. I'm buying some of the movies, and it just became like the thing to do. Like, what's Criterion putting out? If I've heard of it, cool. If I haven't heard of it, cool. And a lot of my favorite movies, I mean, some of them I had heard of, like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I had seen it in the mid 90s, 97 or 98 when it came out. I had seen it already, but then Criterion does it. Okay, cool. But then there's films like Les Samurai that I had never seen before until Criterion puts this thing out on DVD in like 2005 or whatever, and I bought that thing like day one, and that's been one of my favorite movies ever since. So,
Right on. Well, speaking of Criterion DVDs, before we get too far into the stream, we got a couple super chats here, which I did set up a goal that if we had 5 super chats, I would give away a Criterion release. And what I have to give away tonight is The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, the Criterion DVD.
Does it have a slipcase?
So it does not.
Okay.
But it does have it's still in its original clear case. And it has both the discs in it and everything. So if you don't have any Criterion, this is still a really good one to grab up, because I see the DVD out a lot, but it's never the Criterion one, and this has all the good features. So if we get 5 super chats tonight, I will do a giveaway for this, and I'll basically everybody that's super chatted, I'll just put on a wheel and spin it.
Hey, if we hit the goal tonight on super chats, I'm gonna take my shirt off for you.
I've taken my shirt off on an upstream, so no, I can't do that.
So let me pop in the chat real quick, because we do have some really good news here. I like this. Brad says that he's going to unveil Holland's true identity when he hits 50K. So that should be any day now.
Get that, man.
I'm excited about that. I was actually just talking about that backstage, and Holland seems to agree. He says, "Sever until I die, but I have bought more and more Criterion the last 2 years. Criterion has been doing great as of late. No Country." Yeah.
Yep.
We got Joel in the house.
$15.
Huh?
The No Country for Old Men. That went on sale, like a flash sale on Amazon. You just got to watch Amazon sometimes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's still relatively new. I mean, it had come out like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 months earlier. It wasn't even that old. And they put it on for, I don't know, it was like $17 or something.
Yep.
And I just like click, like just try to get it really fast just in case there was an issue with the, like if they messed up, let me get it real fast. But I wound up getting that one. I mean, it was like less than $20. It's wild. Like the Criterion deals, they're not even that expensive if you want to talk about like comparing them to other boutiques and shit. Like what Kino does. Kino will charge you $32, $35 for a 4K that they barely restored, that's got 2 special features, and one of them is the theatrical trailer. That's not even a special feature, dog. That's just a feature. It's not special at all.
Yeah, that's the sad thing about Kino nowadays.
Yeah. It's just, I'm like, you can go get a Criterion, like you can go get like a 4K Blu-ray combo pack that's got 3 discs in it for like $22 on Amazon if you keep your eyes open. It's just wild.
So we got this super chat from Mom. Now that's a good question. That's coming up. That's coming up later. I do have bullet points for the stream, and that will be coming up later.
Awesome question.
So we will get that question answered before the night's out. Now this one, I like this one. What was everyone's first ever Criterion pickup?
Well, who wants to kick this one off?
I can answer that one because I already know what mine was. Mine was Seven Samurai. I bought spine number 2, the Seven Samurai, in 1990. It was 1998 or 1999 at a media play in Marietta, Georgia.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty cool.
My first one, I still have it. I found it thrifting for $1, and I've since upgraded it to the Blu-ray, but I'll keep the DVD. But that's the Devil and Daniel Webster.
Oh, cool.
Or All That Money Can Buy. But this was actually a really good movie. For its age, because until I seen that, or actually when I seen it, that was the oldest movie I had ever seen besides like Wizard of Oz.
Mine was
1941.
I bought my first Criterion in 2001, and it was the DVD double pack, whatever the hell you want to call it, of Do the Right Thing.
Nice.
I found it in some kind of store in North Carolina. I saw it in the store. Then I had to leave because I was on a job. I was working. And then I came back like 3 weeks later, and I said, I don't care where the hell we go. I have to go back to that store and I want to see if Do the Right Thing is still there. Because all I had was the VHS copy of Do the Right Thing. And I said, I want to get
Boys video anthology is sick.
Yeah, I want that one. I think I've seen it once, like at a McKay's, and I didn't pick it up. But if I would have known what I know now, I would have.
Yeah, that thing is sick.
I've seen the
I think I
Blu-ray,
got
and
that
I'm
on
like,
my
well, I've
wish
seen the
list.
Blu-ray, and I look on the back of it, and I'm like, I bet this gets a 4K, and I put it back on the shelf. It was just one of those moments where I like snobbed out and was like, nah, I'll wait for the 4K.
You gotta be careful with Criterion. One of the bad things about them being around for so long is they've gone through like all of the, like they did Laserdisc, for Christ's sake, then DVD, then Blu-ray. Like some of their stuff they've done in so many forms. Like they've been publishing stuff since before some of the people in his chat have been alive. Like it's wild. They do like a Laserdisc, then they do a DVD, then they do a Blu-ray. Now they're upgrading to 4K. And I gotta say, like, you gotta be careful with Criterions these days, especially if the Blu-ray already has a 4K scan. Like Thief, I remember saying something like a year and a half ago. It was like, yo, Thief is a great movie. I was making Criterion recommendations for the sale, I think, back in 2023 or something. It was a while ago. And I was like, you gotta watch out though, because Thief has a 4K scan. So like you have to imagine Criterion could probably drop that whenever on a 4K, like whenever they need to pad out a month.
And they're doing that regularly now. Like they just did it with the Breakfast Club back in November. And that Blu-ray looked good, and it had a 2K or it had a 4K scan on the Blu-ray from like 2020 or something like that. So
I think that's the thing to look out for Criterion. I think they're doing, every month they'll do at least one. They did two this last month that I can think of. They did Life of Brian, although that was kind of, I don't know if that's been out of print for so long that I might give them a pass for Life of Brian. And then what was the other one they did? They did another one that's not coming to my brain right now. No, Trouble in Paradise. That's a great movie.
Thank you, Tiana. I have to throw that one out there. Let's see. We got where was that at? Okay, so next up, what is the three of the newest Criterions that you've got that you're happy that you'd want to show off, that you're happy you've added to the collection?
I'm digging through mine. 1 second.
Yeah, I'm looking over at my shelf. I haven't bought a new Criterion since the July sale of last year, so it's been a minute since I've picked up a Criterion.
Well, I'll start off with my three. Let's see. So my wife got me like a nice stack for Christmas, and she knew I've been wanting this one, but she got me Kronos on 4K.
Nice.
Still need to pick that up.
I have I think there's a movie challenge in the next couple of weeks to watch a movie by a foreign director. So we're gonna watch Kronos because Del Toro pretty much knocks it out of the park for us every time. It's just one that we just hadn't seen yet. And then she also got me this one for Christmas, and I hadn't seen it yet either. But she literally said she got it because the cover looked cool. And that is The Lure. And it's about a mermaid, I guess, but it's a Polish movie. So it'll expand my horizons a bit. Pretty excited to check that one out. And it's got like a beautiful spine. I love the color of the spine. It really pops.
Nice.
And then, of course, I got to bring this one up because I think that everybody should have grabbed this in November. And if you haven't grabbed it in November, there's a flash sale in like 2 weeks. And then we got July, but Eyes Wide Shut. Now, this one I did open. And I opened it a couple weeks ago. Me and my wife sat down and watched it. And my only complaint was that I didn't open it at Christmas and watch it at Christmas. I did not realize it was a Christmas movie, but there is Christmas the entire movie. There's Christmas.
The problem with Eyes Wide Shut is that it was released in like June or July in theaters.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's when I saw it.
The release was like right in the middle of the summer. Somebody was like, "Oh, Tom Cruise is in this. We got to release it in the summer." And I remember going to see that movie in the theaters with my buddy Jimmy, R.I.P. Jimmy. But we went to see it. It was like, oh, Stanley Kubrick had died, some months earlier prior to the release. And it was, it was kind of a big deal back then for film lovers, as he was, more him than me at that point in our lives. But I remember he dragged me to town. I'm like, why is this crap? Like, it's July, dude. I'm wearing shorts.
You
Like,
didn't see me without my shirt on, did you?
like, why are we watching a Christmas movie?
I mean, that's like them releasing Halloween Resurrection in June.
August.
Or August or something. Like, it was a summer movie for one reason. Like,
I was like, I didn't mean to.
It says Halloween in the
My
title.
fat belly.
I find that offensive when they do that. Well, I'll jump in. My three are Risky Business. I know that's not a real recent release, but I got that one very recently, like one of the most recent ones I got, and I love that movie. Fantastic movie.
The 4K is so good.
The 4K is beautiful, and Tangerine Dream. I mean, like anything Tangerine Dream does, I'm buying. Like I'll buy their vinyl. I've got some of their vinyl upstairs. Like I love Tangerine Dream, and I don't even care how gay that sounds for me to say. I love it. About no shame in my game. I'm also glad I got the Roaring 20s I picked up fairly recently. This one is lesser known. I cannot recommend it highly enough to people who are so inclined. The Roaring 20s is probably one of the best Criterions that I've seen in like a decade. It's a phenomenal, outstanding movie, The Roaring 20s. It's got Humphrey Bogart, but he's playing a bad guy. Holy shit, he's cold-blooded, man. It shows them in like World War I, and they're like shooting at the Germans, and all the guys that are shooting in the all the Americans shooting in the foxhole, shooting at the Germans, like, oh man, that kid, he can't even be, he's got to be like 15. And Humphrey Bogart goes, boom, shoots me, goes, he won't be 16. And he just, oh my God. Like, I was like, oh, what a cold-blooded bastard. Like, he just relished shooting this German kid. And the war ends like 30 seconds later. It's like, dude, if you had just like not shot for like the next minute, the war was about to end, man. He could have gone home and grown up. And I don't know, he probably would have joined World War II, but who cares? He shot a 15-year-old. It's The Roaring 20s is so much better than it has any right to be. It's an incredible movie. I love that film. That one,
so that's now on my short list for July.
Yeah, that's it on my list. Yeah,
it's such a good movie. Like I don't know. I went into it like I like classic movies. It came out in 1939. I like the 30s. I thought it was going to be good. I had no idea like how good, like the level that it was going to achieve for me. And that one was that's a big one. And then what else do I have over that I've been pretty pleased with? I'll say Lone Wolf and Cub. I got the Lone Wolf and Cub set, and I did get that one. That one's maybe not super recent because I've had time to actually watch all 7 movies, but you can get that thing in the sale for, I don't know, like $50, and it's like 7 movies, and they're awesome. It's like samurai dudes cutting each other up. It's like more of the action side of the samurai shit than like 7 Samurai. I don't know if you've seen like 7 Samurai or Ran or Kagemusha or something like that, Rashomon, where it's like samurai stuff, but it's not like an action movie. The Lone Wolf and Cubs are very much like popcorn flicks with samurai. So people get like arms chopped off. There's like blood spurts. Like they do the thing where they got the hydraulics inside the guy's shirt, and like the dude will like cut his neck, and you'll just see like an arterial spray for like 8 feet, like in the air. And it's like a silhouette and the sun is going down. It's beautiful, but the guy's like bleeding out of his neck in like huge spurts and stuff. There's a scene in like the 3rd or the 4th movie where the good guy, the lone wolf dude, he's dueling with somebody, and he jumps up and throws his sword down right into the top of the dude's head and kills him. And I'm like, holy shit. So Lone Wolf and Cub is a high recommend because it's 7 movies for like $50, and it's awesome. It's just like Japanese samurai dudes like cutting each other up. It's amazing.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to keep that one on my short list too. I don't have very many box sets on the collection yet.
Yeah, it's a good box set because I think it's just 1 spine number maybe. I don't think they give a spine number to each film like they used to do.
All right, my three. The first one, as I'm sure Jeff knows, and now I don't watch my shit I have in my collection, so I'm starting to get into that now. But this one is the one I have been wanting to pick up. I think ever since last year, and I just kept putting it off and putting it off, putting it off. But I'm finally glad I got it, and that's the Cassavetes box set.
Oh yeah.
Specifically the Woman Under the Influence, which I think is getting a standalone release this year.
Yeah.
And the Killing of a Chinese Bookie. That challenge that Jeff was talking about earlier. I'm going to watch one of these for that challenge. I think it's the Killing of a Chinese Bookie. The second one, I'll piss on it. I'm going to combine both of them. One of them is a recommendation from Jeff because he kept telling everybody and hyping this damn thing up, and I'm like, I'm going to get it, and I never would get it. And I finally, when I was ready to finally get it, it was always like out of stock.
Every sale,
every
sale,
damn
I already know what you're
sale.
talking about. It's always out of stock.
And it's Smooth Talk. I thought this was absolutely great. I mean, the very end of it, I don't want to spoil it, but I thought to me, I'm like, I don't think the guy existed, but that's just me. Another one that I want to kind of throw in with that one was a recommendation from Vin, and you mentioned Full Penetration in the Criterion Collection. The Piano Teacher. April and my wife and I, we were on vacation for her birthday, and I couldn't watch this because I didn't have a Blu-ray player with me, so I was watching it on the Criterion channel, and she just happened to look down, and if you've seen the movie, the main character, she's in a porno house and she's watching porn, and my wife just happened to glance down and look at what I was watching, and someone was getting their throat tickled with a private part, and my wife's like, what in the fuck are you watching? And I'm like, I'm watching cinema, April. It's cinema.
This is cinema, yeah, believe it or not. This is like where the snake eats its tail or whatever. It just goes full circle. We go from porn right back into art.
And the last one is one that I have been I placed an order for it and it never came in, and Jeff knows this. I just kept bitching and bitching and bitching and bitching about it, and then I finally got it in, and then they sent me another copy, but it's Eyes Wide Shut.
There you go.
So yeah, that's the one that I was so excited to finally get. I wanted that one more than I did, History of Violence and Altered States. I wanted to make sure I had Kubrick, and yeah, I finally got it. And yeah, I remember going to watch that when it first came out, and yeah, it doesn't feel like it shouldn't have been a summertime movie, but
yeah, it's wild that they did that. I don't know. I feel like Kubrick died and they were like, yay, we get to do what we want. Like everyone at the studio was celebrating, like, we don't have to deal with this guy anymore. Like they just, obviously Kubrick was Kubrick. I mean, by the 90s, like Kubrick was Kubrick, right? Like you weren't going to argue with him. You weren't going to tell him what to do. You weren't going to give him any notes. You weren't going to tell him when you wanted to release his movie with Tom Cruise in it. He was going to do what he wanted to do. So I think when he dropped, honestly, I think they might have been in on it. And so when he passed, like, we're releasing a Tom Cruise movie in the summer because that's how it goes.
No more this shit.
Tom Cruise played Santa Claus, they would still release that shit in the summer because they're like, this is when Tom Cruise sells.
Yeah, we're not doing this 8 days for 8 days worth of work for one fucking shot, Stanley. No more, none of that shit.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we got Casey in the chat. If Hitchcock came back to life and felt fine and was 30, what Criterion would you buy or lend him to get him caught up on movies or refreshed from his deeds?
Oh shit!
Eyes Wide Shut. It'll open his eyes wide open.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean,
a menace to society.
I mean, him and Kubrick would have been making films around the same time still, right? They would have had some overlap.
I tell you what I'm gonna do. They should have had some overlap. I mean, Kubrick was making films in the 50s, and so was Hitchcock.
Yeah.
Killing and Spartacus, and I think both of those came out in the 50s off the top of my head. And then you got both of them were working in the 60s too. I don't think Alfred Hitchcock stopped making movies till like early 70s, and he was making movies right up to the end.
I think 76 was his family plot.
That
I think
sounds
that was his
about
last
right.
one.
Yeah, so I mean, they're both making movies. I'm sure Hitchcock was familiar with. I mean, because by the 70s, I mean, Kubrick had already done 2001. I mean, he'd already done Dr. Strangelove, which is my favorite Kubrick, is Dr. Strangelove. But
I still need to see that.
That's a great movie. It's got Peter Sellers in it, whom I love.
I actually have a resolution for film this year where I'm going to watch all of Kubrick's movies, but I'm going to watch them backwards.
Okay.
I watched Eyes Wide Shut first, and then I'm just going to watch them all backwards.
That's going to be
I've
fun.
seen quite a few of his films, but there are a few little misses. So a few of them will be first-time watches for me, and I want to see kind of if he actually was good the whole time, you know.
You got to get to the Shining soon, though, while it's winter time. Shining is another one that's going to feel weird to watch in the summer because of all the weather and stuff.
Yeah.
You've seen Barry Lyndon, right?
I've not seen Barry Lyndon. I have it now, but I've not seen
it. KO, you got the 4K?
No, I got the Blu-ray.
Okay. Still not bad.
It's still Criterion. I have a buddy that if he upgrades the 4Ks, he'll pass me the Blu-rays if it's ones that I've not seen, so that way I'm not like blind buying everything. It's a very nice little partnership we got going on.
Nice.
I told him, I was like, yeah, I'm fine with Blu-ray when it comes to like checking it out for the first time, but I might upgrade it pretty quickly.
I mean, that's how we watched Criterions for like I don't know, like at least a decade. Criterion put out their first Blu-ray somewhere around like 2009, 2010, somewhere in that neighborhood. And I don't think they did a 4K till what, like 19, 20? I mean, it was fairly recently that they started doing 4K. So there was like a solid decade there where like we had Criterion Blu-rays, and that was as good as it had gotten up until that point. Like circa 2015, you're bringing home Criterion Blu-rays and you're whistling Dixie the whole way home. You're happy as shit.
A lot of them still look really good.
Yeah. The Barry Lyndon Blu-ray looks really good.
We got Allie in here. Hi, Allie. Thanks for being here.
What's up, Allie?
Let's see. I'm just going to scroll through here, make sure I'm not missing anybody else, because I'm pretty sure we had Anthony pop in too.
Yeah. Anthony's in here.
Yeah, there he is. What's up, Anthony? Ooh. I know there's probably some horror movies on Criterion Collection that Anthony likes. I mean, I know that's not all he likes, but I know there's probably some on there that he digs.
Gotta be a few.
Yeah.
We got Gory Tiger. Oh, one that I watched recently that I absolutely loved was Peeping Tom. That movie was tight.
Yeah, Criterion rescued that one. That was good.
It was a little odd at first. I'm like, why? What is this like bar like in the center of the screen? They got that bar for a minute, and then you realize like you're seeing through the camera. So it was really
don't spoil this shit, Jeff. Fuck, I haven't seen it yet.
You find out in 5 minutes. You find out in the first 5 minutes. It zooms out. It zooms out of it, but if you're a little thrown off by that, it doesn't last long. That's what I'll say, because my wife was a little thrown off by that, and she was like, "Is the whole movie like this?" And I said, "I kind of hope not." So, it's not.
I have a buddy. I tried to watch. Gosh, this was way back in the day. This had to be 2002-ish, give or take a year. And we were watching. They had just put out like this really pristine, beautiful DVD of Once Upon a Time in America, right? Sergio Leone film with James Woods and Tuesday. Well, I hope I have another daughter so I can name her Tuesday. I just love that. And Robert De Niro and shit. And the I don't know if you guys have seen the movie, but like the opening of the movie is this kind of like opium haze. It's just, like weird kind of recollections and things don't make perfect sense. And the phone is ringing. And it just keeps ringing. And I'm sitting there watching with a couple of my buddies, and one dude was just got him out. Like it just rang too many times. He's like, it's fucking giving me anxiety. Like I can't watch this movie. And he got up and left. I was like, holy shit. Dude. But the phone really did. I mean, in his defense, it rang like 35 times. And I was just thinking, Sergio Leone only gets away with this because of his reputation. Because if my ass did this in some student film, they would have thrown me out of the class.
Who the hell do you think you are? Sergio Leone?
You can have the phone ring 3 times, maybe 4, but the answering machine, you got to go to answering machine or something. You can't have the phone ringing for 5 minutes. You're going to trigger people.
Yep.
Oh, actually, Brad, I have watched it, and it looked really good. And all the spots it should.
Stacy's putting up some damn good questions down there. We probably want to like save some of those.
Yeah, like say thinking about future episodes.
Yeah.
Let's see. How do I need? Yeah, I need somebody to like copy and paste those for me and send them to me later. Let's see. We got here. Kino calls you, and they say they're making new Kino hybrid type thing. Someone interactive features. Do you want lawnmower special edition?
I'm assuming they're talking about the Lawnmower Man.
Oh, Lawnmower Man. I'd be straight with that. That movie needs more love.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking like that does not belong in Criterion. I could see it like Kino or something, but I don't see that Criterion.
Now, she was asking if we thought that this was the Criterion's golden age.
It's definitely one golden age. I mean, I definitely see them as a topic I've been noodling on in my brain for a while, but haven't talked much about publicly. But I see them maybe going a new direction. They were purchased a few years ago. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but Criterion was sold. And there was some concern at the time that they were sold, I think, to like a single. They weren't sold like Shout got sold to like a big, conglomerate, the big like that big company. What is it? It's like Oak Branch or Oak Tree or something. Stratton Oakmont. It sounds like the Wolf of Wall Street company. They sold it to some big investment firm, Shout. They didn't do that with Criterion. It was like some guy who'd gotten rich doing something else, like him and his brother or something. And they came in and bought Criterion. And they're like, we love movies. Don't worry. We're not going to F it up. And everybody was worried they were going to F it up. Like stuff was going to get weird and cheap. And they were going to start going like really cheap on restorations. And I feel like they may have changed tactic a little bit in the last couple of years to bring in more movies like, Boys in the Hood and Pee-wee and stuff that might be a little bit more like commercially recognizable, stuff like Arrow does, I would never have seen Criterion doing something like the Conan the Barbarian movie. But honestly, like nowadays, I mean, could Criterion do something like, I know Arrow already did Conan the Barbarian, but like, I'm starting to think the door is open to Criterion being a little bit more experimental, almost like they were in the early days when they did The Rock and Armageddon and Chasing Amy. So they have this, I think it's a new golden age for them.
Yeah, they have access to all their old catalog too, and they're definitely using it. I mean, we just got it's a Spinal Tap, like they're going all the way back to like spines that haven't had anything since the DVD, and they're just like, you know what? Piss on your Blu-ray, and here's a Blu-ray and 4K all at once.
Been out of print since like 01 or 02. I don't know when it went out of print, but that movie was out of print for damn near 25 years, and they brought it back. And that's something else that I appreciate about Criterion is they, in the last couple of years, have made a concerted effort. Peeping Tom was one that had been out of print for a long time. The Long Good Friday was out of print for a long. I mean, we're talking about Criterion has such a long history that they have been reviving movies that have actually been out of print for decades. And so it's really cool to see them trying to bring some of these things back into print. There's nothing more annoying to me in my lifetime than like out of print Criterions that are just, it's a bare bones DVD. It's The Killer. Try to buy The Killer Criterion Collection DVD circa 2004. And it's like $120 in 2004 money. That's like $300 today. So it's like, I like seeing that stuff come back.
Yeah, it's very nice. Okay, here we go. We'll save that question because that's kind of part of what Mom asked earlier too, and we have that coming up. Let's see. Okay.
What the hell?
Kind of rolling through the chat a little bit. There's some conversations going on. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I thought that The Brood was awesome. Also enjoyed Fast Times, Lost Highway, Sorcerer, Sisters, Thief, The Shape of Water, Modern Times, Blowout, The Game, Ghost Dog.
Got a lot of.
I have The Game, but I've never
going
watched
back
that
to Charlie
before.
Chaplin with Modern Times, and then The Shape of Water is quite recent, and that's a lot of range, but good movies. They're great.
Yeah. Like,
Oh yeah.
I like all of the ones here that I've seen. I like. There's a lot that I haven't though. Like, I have The Game, but I really need to see that because I like what I've seen of Fincher so far.
I had never seen Sorcerer until I picked up the 4K from Criterion, and I'm like, oh my god!
I think a lot of people can say that. I think that was one that just it hadn't had a lot of presence,
and it was like as soon as they
but it had a
released
really
it,
big
it went
flash sale.
out. Yeah,
it had a very
People
big
were
flash sale.
buying
That's
that
what did
damn
it.
thing.
Because I think that thing went down to like $15 or
Yeah.
$16
That's
or
wild.
something.
I got it. I think at Barnes and Noble during one of their sales.
I went behind the counter at Barnes and Noble and stole somebody's copy of Sorcerer.
That's what I'm talking about.
So, all right, you guys, I know you guys have been talking about some of the newer ones we've gotten, but what about some of the ones that have been announced that we're looking forward to? Like, what's maybe in the next couple months? I'm pretty excited for a lot of. In my opinion, I think Criterion's taking this nice little turn at the beginning of 2026, starting with House Party, where they're going with some of the urban films. And I dig it because we're getting that and we're getting the Hood trilogy. And I want both of those. And I love that they're kind of throwing some emphasis on some of the urban culture films as well.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to pick up House Party, but damn it, man. Criterion shit the bed when they said, we're just going to do the first one. Why not just give us part 2 and part 3? Even as Blu-rays, give us the first one in 4K, but give us the other 2 as Blu-rays. Because I mean, they're funny as hell. But
that's a strategy that I appreciate that Arrow employs.
Yeah.
I've got a buddy who refused to buy the Ninja Turtles box set because he only wanted the first one. And he said, I'm going to wait until they release the first one by itself. And I thought, I'm not sure that's going to happen because Arrow does this thing where they're like, everybody wants the first one. Some people want the second one. Nobody wants the third one. So we'll put them in a box set. Everybody, if you want the first one, you got to take the third one too.
I mean, heck,
yeah.
and that thing's on sale for like $50.
2 and 3. I mean, honestly, if you're going to try to sell me House Party 3, are you on crack? I want House Party 1 a lot. That's the one I watched over and over and over again on TV. House Party 3, I think I've seen maybe twice. I'm like, I'm not interested. But if you sold me the trilogy where I've got to get 3 to get 1, okay, I'll take it. I'm not going to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is the first time that House Party's been on anything other than a DVD as well.
Yeah.
So Criterion's doing really good this year about upgrading like stuck formats because like Baby Boy and the Hood trilogy stuck on DVD as well. So they're giving us some very nice format upgrades this year, which I'm very excited for because I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I got my OLED like 5-6 years ago, and I've been like putting my nose up to putting dusty old DVDs on that thing. They just don't look good.
I'm with you. You guys know the sign language for DVD. That's how you say DVD in American Sign Language. It's no 4K, no care, man.
Oh shit. Like I'm excited about House Party and Singleton's Hood trilogy. That saves me from having to go out and get the 4K just for Boys in the Hood. I know that maybe I know there's a rumor that Deliverance is coming out. I think it's just Deliverance. Let me look that up. But I think Deliverance is supposed to be one of the ones that is coming out, and I really like Deliverance.
Yeah, that one's still under the rumored but not announced
category.
I can see it though. Why not?
Good God Almighty. That's not what I'm looking for. That's porn.
But also pretty nice. Keep that tab open for later.
Killers, or Flowers of the Killer Moon.
Flowers of the Killer Moon, yeah. Killers of the Flower Moon.
Killers of the Flower Moon. Good God.
Mooners of the Killer Flower.
I'm having a stroke, y'all.
I think they are, with that one, I'm glad to see they liberated that one from Apple. I actually heard rumors that Apple didn't want to give that one up to physical media, and that offended me. I took that personally. However, I feel like Criterion is like slowly, they're also rumored, this is a rumor, they're rumored to be putting out Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore as well later this year. That's another earlier Scorsese that's like pre-Raging Bull Scorsese, pre-Taxi Driver Scorsese. I think that's like his second movie, maybe third, but it's one of his early films in his oeuvre. But I think they're making this, like, Criterion's making this like very quiet play to like get all of the Scorseses, except there's a couple that they're just never gonna fucking get. Like, they'll never get Goodfellas, they'll never get Casino. There's like a few that the studio, they're like the gems, they're not gonna give them up. You guys can have Raging Bull, they still don't have Taxi Driver. I don't think they'll get Taxi Driver. That one's gonna be a tough one. That just got a 4K, I don't know, like a year ago, year and a half ago. And I don't think they'll get Goodfellas. I don't think they'll get Casino. There's probably a couple others that the studios are just going to hang on to. So they'll have all of the smaller to mid stuff. They'll have The Last Temptation of Christ. They'll have The Irishman. They'll have Killers of the Flower Moon, After Hours. Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. Eventually, hopefully, they'll have a bunch of Scorsese, but they'll be missing like those like 3 or 4 like top tier Scorseses, and it's
the extremely popular ones.
I mean, Paramount clutches Shutter Island, and they repress that and re-release it so many times, like it's the best-selling movie they've ever released.
Yeah, we still don't have a Gangs of New York on 4K, do we?
No.
Nope.
It's wild. I mean, it's wild to think that Scorsese, of all people, still has films that are like floating around out there that like haven't been upgraded to 4K. And 4K has been now.
I've been buying them for 10 years. I've been buying them for 10 years.
Yeah, it's like a decade old. It doesn't feel that old, but it's like, I don't know. It's like the years go by so quick. It's like your kids. You're like, holy shit, how are you?
It feels like it was just yesterday when my grandpa introduced me to 4K, and he was like, look, man, this is the entire format. There's 32 movies on the format. I just picked up Justice League. Like, and he was buying every single one of them things. And I'm
There's
like,
5 of these.
I'm going home and buying some 4Ks.
Yeah. It's just like with your kids. It's like, it feels like just yesterday you hadn't even been born yet, and me and your mom were getting drunk and screwing. It was awesome.
Wow. I'd say we will probably get a Gangs of New York, but it'll either be Lionsgate or Paramount that releases that one.
Yeah.
Oh, probably Lionsgate Limited. If they have
like I don't know what the year the cutoff is that. This date forward goes to Paramount. This date backwards goes to Lionsgate. I don't know how the hell that shit works out. But what the hell else? Network,
yes. My mom shared like a clip with me, and I was like, "Oh, that looks awesome." I was like, "I think that was one that they just announced for Criterion." She was like, "If they did, they got a good one."
Yeah, Network is so good.
It's one of the good ones. I'm looking forward to The Man Who Wasn't There.
Yep.
I haven't seen that one.
Get ready to mention that.
I saw that one when it first came out to DVD. I don't think I saw it in the theaters, but I saw it when it had just been released on DVD. I went and rented it. Me and my brother tried to watch it. He could not stay awake. We were watching it late. He passed out, but I kept watching, and I remember thinking that was a pretty good film. I remember liking it. It was like right around that time where the Coen brothers were sort of hit or miss. They had like a few years that were kind of off. They did The Lady Killers with Tom Hanks. They did The Man Who Wasn't There. They did one with George Clooney, I think.
Intolerable Cruelty.
That's the one. Yeah, so they had a few years where it's like they were hot shit when they made Big Lebowski and earlier, like later 90s, early 2000s. They were hot shit when they did Oh Brother Where Art Thou. And then it seems like right after Oh Brother Where Art Thou, they kind of went off a cliff. They weren't hot shit again. And then something like No Country for Old Men was like, everyone was like, holy shit, like they're still juice. These guys still got it a little bit. So, and now they're back, I guess. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one because I think that one was lesser I think The Man Who Wasn't There was underappreciated. It's got Billy Bob. I love Billy Bob. It's a rare James Gandolfini film performance. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Point Blank and Testament are two more that I'm excited about watching.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've seen bits and pieces of Testament because I saw the day after, and people said, oh, it's a lot like, Testament. You should really watch Testament. And I haven't seen Testament because I couldn't find it. And, the day after was really sobering. But I really want to check out Testament. And I mean, Point Blank. I mean, if you've seen Payback, that's Point Blank.
Yeah. I just want to know what intern did the cover art for Testament? Like what? Like my 6-year-old can do that. It's a gradient and some white text. Like I hesitate to even call that art. I mean, in the most modernist sense, sure, but it's seriously just a gradient. It goes from like dark gray to light gray, and then it's got some white text on it. Like I thought like maybe that's not like the finished art, or is it like I gotta scratch it like it's like a scratcher lotto ticket that's gonna reveal the art? Or do I get like my kids with those like water art, like the Imagine Ink thing, and I gotta color it myself like Side Roads or something? I don't get it, but I think it's pretty low effort. I hope the graphic designer was not paid very much on commission for that particular cover because it sucks dicks.
They've had some misses. They definitely had some misses with some cover arts.
Yeah, that's not it, dog. Like there's nothing there. I don't know. I don't dig it. Got to do some work. Break a sweat. All right. Trouble in Paradise. That's the one I'm looking forward to. That's the big one I'm looking forward to. I think I've already kind of mentioned that one, but that one's fantastic. It's been locked on DVD for years. It hasn't been out of print. It's been in print, but it's one of those things that like, who's buying a DVD in 2025? No one was. I don't know when the last time they sold a DVD copy of that wasn't to a library since like 2012, but they never ported it over to Blu-ray for some reason. They went the whole 20 teens and they never brought out an Ernst Lubitsch film to Blu-ray, which kind of blew my mind. But I never got to upgrade it to Blu-ray, and it's probably for the best because now I get to upgrade it to 4K. It's a great film, another really, really good movie.
I know we talk about 4K being like a 10-year-old format, and there's still so many films that have missed the Blu-ray mark.
Yeah.
Which I think at this point, just skip the Blu-ray or
Exactly.
bundle a Blu-ray in with the 4K. Yeah. So that way, if people only mess with Blu-ray, well, you still have your disc in there, but you're stuck with the 4K too at this point.
Yeah.
Is my opinion on that. Like, do a 4K Blu-ray bundle. Because they did that with like Panic Room and stuff. Like that was the first way to get Panic Room on Blu-ray was the 4K Blu-ray combo.
Mm-hmm.
Same with The Abyss and True Lies. So
I don't think there's anything wrong with buying a combo like that. I mean, I think the only drawback to buying the 4K Blu-ray combo and not doing the Blu-ray just by itself is that it might be a few bucks extra to do the 4K Blu-ray combo. And if you only mess with Blu-ray,
it costs them more to have two separate production lines for a standalone Blu-ray and a standalone 4K. So it's cheaper if they just bundle them together.
True that. I think, and you got the 4K. I also think like, I get it. Like some people like budgets are a thing. Like I get it. And like fiscal responsibility is something that I also cherish. But like, I think if you're a collector and you're like you're like big into movies, it's not like 2017 when 4K was brand new and even the cheapest 4K was like $30. I get it back then, but when it's been around for 10 years, like you've had a decade to save up. You've had a decade to upgrade your television and to upgrade your player and to start upgrading your.
I actually, just because I'm in the line of work where I deal with like people's home entertainment systems and centers and stuff like that, I just think a lot of people didn't understand the shift to 4K from Blu-ray. You know what I mean? Like they're like, I need a whole new player and a whole new TV and whatever, and then they'd get the new TV because their old TV died, and they're like, oh, well, my Blu-ray still look fine, and that's the average person.
But I think also the average person is just streaming, right? Like, I think it's people
For the
that
most
are
part.
still a little bit sick in the head like us that are like, I want a wall full of movies just like it's 2002 still, you know?
Maybe,
It's like,
maybe, but I've had a lot of people actually reach out to me recently and ask me what the best way is to get back into getting movies because they're tired of all their streaming services going up and then they can't find what they want to watch. And they have to go to Amazon Prime and rent it anyways.
Streaming did finally shoot themselves.
I've been introducing all my friends to Groove. I'm like, go to Groove, hit up some sales, and get some stacks, and fill your wall up.
Oh God, I can't. I don't know if I can do Groove because damn it, if I want something with a slip cover, I don't know if they're going to fucking have it.
I'm talking. Well, these are people that haven't bought movies since DVD format.
Yeah.
Like they're pulling old DVDs out of their closet. I'm like, oh, go to Groove and just buy your favorite movies. Just buy them. Hey, we need anybody buying them right now. Like, and the more people that don't care about the cardboard makes it easier for us that do.
Yeah.
Because there's got to be people that are willing to buy it without cardboard. I'm not one of them.
I ain't one of them.
Be.
I mean, we know a couple of people who will take their cardboard and throw it in a damn fire and watch us cry over it.
Not me. I go and seek cardboard out for naked amores.
Yeah.
I need to make me a little printer press and just start making my own slipcovers.
You can make some money that way.
That would be the move.
Yep.
Hey, how's your entire Criterion collection slipped? I did that.
Wait a minute. Criterion doesn't make slipcovers?
Well, they did for Benjamin Button.
No, they did for Benjamin Button, and they do for Time Bandits. There's a few. It's a rare thing.
Yeah. Sex Lies and Videotape has one.
They might have 5 slipcovers.
They might have 5. They might not have 5. They might have 4. I don't know. But it is a rare thing. The Criterion slipcover is a rare thing. I feel like Criterion, they're usually pretty consistent with it, but they've got some range. They did the media book for Princess Bride, and
every once in a while they get you with a left curve.
Yeah, every now and again they'll do something like the media book kind of made sense for Princess Bride, right? Because the frame story is that it's a book within a movie.
Train Spotting.
Yeah.
God, that
one doesn't even fit on the shelves. The 4K of Train Spotting. Who the fuck? What were they thinking?
Like I would almost just rather get the Blu-ray and then swap the case out and put the 4K and Blu-ray in a Blu-ray case. You know what I mean? It's just because
ridiculous.
It doesn't look right. They get a little crazy sometimes. But hey, I like their regular digibooks, like the ones like Sorcerer and stuff like that. I actually dig their digibooks.
Yeah, I don't mind those.
One of the coolest ones is Godzilla.
I do like, one thing I also like about Criterion is they really don't engage in any of the FOMO stuff. Like Vinegar Syndrome will put something up, The Great Silence recently. They'll put this up and they'll say, we made 2,000 limited editions and suck it if you forget to check our website today because this thing's going in 2 hours.
It's not even that. With The Great Silence, if you were if you were like me and you worked, you missed it. I was at work and just missed it.
That's been a problem of mine.
I was just at my job, like working a regular ass day. Come home and
they need to. It's completely unfair the way they do their drops because they did this with Hundreds of Beavers as well. They dropped Hundreds of Beavers on a Tuesday at noon. It sold out in 32 minutes. And screw you if you have a job and you're working during the day on a work day. Like they need to do at the very least, they need to do like here we're gonna do drops. We'll drop 1,000 for the people who are home at noon on Tuesday. And then the people with jobs will come home. They'll eat their dinner. We'll drop another wave at 9:00 p.m. So, the guy who's working during the day will still have a crack at the limited edition because ideally he's the person who's got the money to be buying the friggin' movies in the first place. That
remember
drives me nuts.
Like I remember when they released Iced. And I'm sitting there, I'm at work, and I got Jordan from the movie Den messaging me, and he's like, dude, this one's going to go. It's going quick. And I'm sitting there at work, like, with no internet on my phone. Like, my phone's, like, spinning, and I'm sitting there trying to make sure I buy Ice. Like, it's terrible.
Yeah. It's terrible. It is terrible. And so I appreciate Criterion for not like the idea that you're going to buy a Vinegar Syndrome, like you're watching it sell out and you're like, oh my gosh, you know, I better pull the trigger on this, like you were doing, like I did with the Great Silence. I mean, honestly, I would have sat and waited for a sale for the Great Silence if it had stuck around, but I pulled the trigger because it was, you know, it was 2 hours and it was almost gone. So I appreciate that Criterion is like, you're going to buy this movie because you like the movie. You're not going to buy it because we've got some lenticular slipcover that's going to be gone in 2 days, or some limited edition. And it's like none of the FOMO tactics apply to Criterion, which I also appreciate about their business model. Like you can wait for a sale, you can chill, you can like save your money. You don't have to pre-order something, you know, like you could budget for Criterion releases. And I always appreciate that.
Yeah, the only thing I've noticed with Criterion, and I've only noticed it because of Smooth Talk, and there are a couple other ones, is that every once in a while they have some titles that literally go out of sale at 12:03 a.m., like 3 minutes after the sale starts.
Yeah.
And I think it's just that they're like, hey, some of our movies are just too good to get 50% off.
Word.
So they go out
Vinegar
of
Syndrome
stock
does
really
that too.
quick.
Vinegar Syndrome will do, they'll say any movie older than 6 months, it'll be on sale for halfway to Black Friday. It'll be 50% off. If it's an older movie, if you want a movie from a year ago, cool, 50% off. But if you want a movie released just last month, I'm sorry, dog. Like,
yeah.
I kind of, you know, like I understand. Like if I was like Joey Criterion, I'd say, look, we just released Eyes Wide Shut. Like I don't want you buying that for 50% off. We just released it. I want to make retail off of that. And so, yeah, I would probably do the same thing. I would like, you know, there'd be a few things I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, we're waiting on a shipment of that because I don't want to sell it to you for $25. I want you to pay $35 for that.
And then Criterion's defense, most of the time you can go on Amazon and most Criterions are 30% off. So you're only paying like $31, $32 for it anyway.
Yeah.
Like the savings you're getting on the 50% off is like $7 on a single movie.
Yeah.
Not too bad, not too big. But if you're buying like a stack, yeah, you're gonna save a lot if you just wait. But on that certain one title that almost always goes out of sale, you might as well just pick it up for the 31.
Yeah.
Like, well, what's $5 or $6 if you're continuously missing out on it at 25? You're not gonna get it for 25. I had that happen with Mildred Pierce. It just kept going out. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to buy this shit for $28. And I got it for 28 at Amazon. It was here in 2 days. So
there you go.
But it always went out of stock at 25. But the movie was like still pretty new when I was trying to grab it too. So
and it's such a good film.
Huh?
I said, and it's such a good film.
It is. That was recommended to me by Tim. And after I watched that, I'm like, you know, I think I might take just about any recommendation that he gives me for Criterion because I really enjoyed that film. Now, maybe I'm blindsided because it was such a good first recommendation from him, but that shit was good. All right.
So did you ever watch 8.5?
I didn't. I have it on my potential for numeric only week. For a 52-week movie challenge because it's all numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking about watching it for that week because I know that's one you gave me.
Oh God, it's so good, but I've had to watch it like multiple times, like with the commentary, because there's just some things about Fellini films I'm like, it's just too fast. The way they talk is just too fast, and I'm trying to keep up with the subtitles and watch what's going on the screen. I'm like,
and it isn't a short film. It's like 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, it's long, but God, it is so good. And you can see where Tarantino ripped off Fellini.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm excited to watch that one because as soon as I seen numeric only, I'm like, I don't have a lot of movies with numbers in them I haven't seen. I got this one that Johnny gave me, so. Because I remember you handed that one to me at McKay's, and you're like, you need to add this one to your set.
Yeah, if you love film, 8.5 should be in your collection.
Agreed.
All right, so now we're going to get into the part where we are going to show off the 5 films we haven't seen before and pick one for us to watch. So the idea is we'll show off 5 from our collection we haven't seen before. The other 2 of us will kind of pick which one of the 5 to watch. And when we come back together next month, we'll talk about how we enjoyed the film or if we didn't, and whether or not. I mean, obviously, I'm pretty sure you guys are like me. We're going to keep it whether we like it or not because it's the spine number that just sits on the Criterion shelf, anyways.
No.
But one that maybe we would recommend to stay away from or keep, kind of deal. So
I'm a movie
who wants
hoarder.
to
I
show
don't
off-
get rid of movies.
Yeah. I only get rid of certain ones if I upgrade, like if I
Yep.
upgrade Blu-ray to 4K and it's got
Yep.
and the 4K has a Blu-ray in it. I need to save some wall space somewhere, and there's no point in having like a Blu-ray and a Blu-ray of the same movie if
Yeah.
it's usually the exact same disc too. So when it's studio stuff, anyways.
For sure.
So who wants to show off their 5 first?
I'll go first since I'm first on the panel. Okay, my first one. I went to see the remake of this, and I think Jeff was with me when I picked this one up at McKay's. And I've always wanted to see the original, but for some reason, I never got around to watching it. And La Cage aux Folles, I think that's how it's pronounced. Yeah, if you know anything about this film, it's, they remade it as the Birdcage.
Yep.
And I went to see the Birdcage when it came out, and I love that movie. I love Robin Williams, but I've always wanted to see, like, is the remake better than the original one? So I had to pick this up, but I still haven't seen it. My next one, I was aware of this film, but I didn't know kind of like, what it meant to the actor who was in it until I saw the HBO did a movie about him. But I have Being There, Hal Ashby, Peter Sellers.
Okay.
I picked this up because, I do like Peter Sellers. He was in Doctor Strangelove. But I did see the movie, I think The Life and Death of Peter Sellers on HBO with Jeffrey Rush in it. And how he wanted so hard to make this movie. And this was like a passion project for him. And I always wanted to watch. I heard he was really, really good in this. And I believe he got an Oscar nomination for that. This next one you guys have talked about before. I did pick it up, but I haven't seen it. And it is Peeping Tom.
Here we go.
So I don't need to go into all of that. Yeah, it did kind of start the slasher film, but yet it's kind of ruined Michael Powell's career, I believe. I believe this was the film that actually did him in, like his last one. The next one, I do have an issue with this director. I can't stand him. He's a piece of shit, but he can make a picture, and it's A Face in the Crowd. Elia Kazan. I can't stand him because he fucking snitched, but I've heard nothing but great things about this film, and I love A Streetcar Named Desire. I checked it out for the first time last year. I thought that was an amazing film. I just can't stand Elia Kazan. Piss on him. You never snitch on your friends.
He never learned the greatest things in life.
No.
You never rat on your friends, and you always keep your mouth shut.
Mm-hmm. And the last one, I picked this up last year because I was trying to get into more like foreign cinema. And this was I think it's one of Ryan Coogler's favorite films because he did do a Criterion Closet. And I think he was holding this, but it's Ozu's Late Spring. Again, I was trying to get into more, Asian cinema. And again, Ozu, everybody loves Ozu who likes Asian cinema. And they said this is like a masterpiece, or it's just absolutely heartbreaking. I don't know. I haven't checked it out.
In my film theory degree, I took a course that was East Asian cinema. Now, it was taught by a Japanese man, and therefore, as you might expect, I think roughly 75% of the films that we watched were Japanese films, including several by Yasujiro Ozu. And we didn't watch a whole. I was like, I kind of was hoping for like a lot, Thailand. Let me see something from Vietnam. Bring in a little bit more East Asian cinema. Some obviously Hong Kong. Like we barely touched on any of that stuff, but we watched a lot of Japanese film. So it really was more like it wasn't East Asian cinema; it was Japanese cinema semester, which is fine too. But I will say about Ozu, like the things people say about Ozu are correct, right? Like he's a master, no doubt. I will still say to people, sleep 9 or 10 hours before watching an Ozu. That's the first recommendation. watch an Ozu early in the day and have a cup of coffee when you watch an Ozu. And I think that you'll be in it to win it if you're alert, if you're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and slightly caffeinated and you're alert. You'll be there, you'll enjoy it, you'll catch the subtleties, and you'll really be awake for the masterful filmmaking. But I tell you what, that every screening in that Japanese cinema class was at 7 p.m. I was a college student, so I fucking partied 8 days a week. I was sleeping 5 hours a night trying to watch a Yasujiro Ozu film like this. And I was melting into my chair. I was like, I remember more of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and I've only seen that movie sober one time, and that was a miserable experience. I get ripped when I watch Fear and Loathing. Let me tell you, I will do any drug within a mile of my house before watching Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I've seen the first 30 minutes of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas 400 times. I've seen the last 30 minutes of Fear and Loathing in Vegas 4 times. I never make it because I'm ripped when I watch that movie. But Ozu, you got to be like stone cold sober and get your sleep before you watch Ozu. But he's a master. I'm not going to deny that.
All right. Jeff, any thoughts?
So which one? Can you show me the stack, like
Okay.
sideways or whatever? Because that
Blow me up.
blew up, boom. There we go.
I'm going late spring.
Late spring is the Japanese film, right?
That's the Ozu film, yeah.
Yeah. Let's do late spring.
I say let's go
right.
late spring. Let's make him pull the trigger on that one. And I want to hear his feedback. Honestly, of all of them, that's the one I want to hear his feedback on the most. Because Criterion definitely has an Ozu boner, for sure.
Yeah.
They're not letting anybody else do Ozu.
Yeah, I've seen. I think I know he's got at least one Eclipse series. I know at least one.
Yeah.
And hell, I think that one may be out of print.
So my 5, basically, so I'll go with this one. This was that one I showed off earlier, the lore. My wife got it for me because she was like, "Oh, it looks really interesting, and I'd like to watch it with you too." And then I told her it was Polish, and she doesn't watch movies you got to read.
She hates Polacks, huh?
Yep. If the truth comes out.
She just doesn't like to read movies, but she told me she'd give this one a try because it's under an hour and a half or about an hour and a half, so it's not a long run.
Oh.
But it is a lot of reading. But yeah, the lore. Never seen it. I hadn't even heard of it. This was just one, I guess, that it was one of those gifts that you just that might just keep giving back. This one, I got this because of Jordan at the Movie Den. He suggested it through Second Sight, but I'm a Criterion guy, so I went with
Good for you.
Picnic at Hanging Rock.
Nice.
And whether you guys pick this one or not, I'll probably be watching it soon because it is a Valentine's Day movie, from my understanding. So I'll probably be watching it soon. It's supposed to be set on like St. Valentine's Day or something.
I think that's what it is.
Now this next one, I bought this one at McKay's, and I literally got it for 2 reasons. One, it was the cheapest Criterion they had in stock, and 2, it's got Rock Hudson in it, and I've never seen a Rock Hudson film.
Yeah.
So I figured it'd be this might be a good one to start off when I watched the little trailer while I was sitting in the store, and it looked interesting. But that is Written on the Wind. It looked really, really interesting to me. It's in Technicolor, and that kind of stuff is
kind of a 50s
always
melodrama.
exciting to me.
Yeah.
But it's a like a fever dream traumatic movie is the way that it was expressed in the trailer and all that. And they use the Technicolor, I guess, to like blow out colors and expressions throughout the film.
That's Douglas Sirk.
Yeah, Douglas Sirk. And then the next one, I got this from our good friend Allie, who is in the chat this evening. She sent this to me because her boyfriend already had it too. So it's not that she didn't like it, but that is Blood Simple.
Such a good movie.
Never seen it.
It's the Coen
I heard
brothers.
it's the Coen brothers' first film.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I have to be a little forgiving on
dark
maybe
as
some things.
fudge.
Yeah. Well, I assume
Dark.
I have to be a little forgiving on like little things that they might have missed as filmmakers because it's a first film kind of deal.
It's a great first film, though. It's
Yeah.
solid and tight. It
Yeah.
is a great first film. Yeah. I mean, you can see why they kind of, I mean, like that sort of launched their career. I mean, I think people went to see that. And I think of all of their oeuvre, that is the film that's closest to No Country for Old Men. And it's like darkness, bleakness. It's not a quirky film like Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Like, we thought you was a toad. Like, there's none of that crap in it. There's none of that. Like, we thought you was a toad. Like, none of that shit. It's just very dark, very straight thriller, very tight, great neon, great lighting, great cinematography.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, so like the main reason I was excited to get this, besides the fact that it's Coen Brothers, I kind of have an affinity for films released in 1984.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
year.
every single film I've ever watched that released in 1984, I just really enjoy it. Like, and that's before my time. Like, I was born in 89. So, like, I just feel like there were films that were made in 84 that were just supposed to be films for me anyways.
Yeah.
So that was another reason why I was excited to see that, because that's another film from 84. This one, I got this from my good friend Reed over at Spicy 4K Action, and he ordered this on the Criterion's website on 4K, and they sent him the Blu-ray on accident. And he said, I'll never watch it. I don't care about Blu-ray. I only mess with 4K. So he sent me Citizen Kane.
Well, there you go.
So, that's.
And I had never seen it before, but I know that it's supposed to be one of those films that every film lover should see. So I'm like, yeah, dude, I don't care. I don't care if it's a Blu-ray. Send it my way. I'll check it out, and if I dig it, I'll upgrade it. And if I don't, well, I've seen it.
It's like one of those things, like, I don't know. It's sort of like somebody being like, yo, I'm like big into, I'm like a big Christian. I'm big into like the Christianity thing. I'm big into it. And I'm like, oh, cool. What's your favorite book of the Bible? And they're like, yeah, I read that. I don't. I mean, like, I just watch YouTube videos or whatever. I think it's like Citizen Kane. It's like, you're going to say you love movies. It's mandatory viewing. Like, you shouldn't be like, my favorite movie is Citizen Kane, because then it also sounds like you don't really know what you're talking about either, because, you're just repeating something that you read somewhere. But it's mandatory viewing. I gotta that. It's,
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's got a 4K scan, right?
It does. Yeah, it does. It does.
Oh shit! It'll probably look just as good if you had that or the 4K.
It's gonna look great. Yeah, it's gonna look great.
And honestly, if I'm not mistaken, Citizen Kane was Criterion's first 4K, and it did not have Dolby Vision or any HDR. It was literally just 4K.
Yeah, it's like Night of the Living Dead.
So to be honest, I mean, on my OLED with my LG player, it'll probably look pretty freaking close.
Yeah. And I think
if I like it, I'll just upgrade it. I mean, it's as simple as that. But that's the spec that I brought.
This is tough. My vote is I'm torn between Blood Simple and Citizen Kane. Blood Simple, I feel like I'm more enthusiastic about, like, Jeff seeing it and telling me, like, texting me the next day and being like, yo, I watched it and holy shit. Like, I want that text. But all at the same time, it's like Citizen Kane. It's like Citizen Kane.
It's
Welles film on my list, just to, like, we could be Orson Welles buddies this month.
Yeah, mine. I have Blood Simple and I haven't even seen it yet. But I was torn between Citizen Kane and Picnic at Hanging Rock. If you're going to ask me which one he should, everyone has to see Citizen Kane at least once in their life.
Yeah.
I mean, Picnic at Hanging Rock is okay. The ending of it, I was all right with, but I mean, Citizen Kane, you see where Orson has just influenced so many people with just that one film. He broke the rules. He was Hollywood's bad boy. If I could go Citizen Kane.
I'll second that. Let's do Citizen Kane, and then that way, I could show you my Orson Welles film, and maybe we'll be Orson Welles buddies this month. Who knows?
All right. Well,
Got an
cool.
Orson Welles film on my list too.
I'm excited. I'm excited to check out Citizen Kane. That's what's up, guys. Right on.
And it's not like a 4
like I said, I'm
hour
probably still
film or
watching
anything
Picnic
like
at Hanging
that.
Rock anyways, because it's Valentine's Day.
I mean,
Yeah.
Picnic, it looks good, but I mean, I'll say this now: that pan flute shit gets on your nerves really quick, and that's all they play in that fucking thing.
I love that music.
Bye, Jeff.
My mom plays pan flute.
Ever since that episode of South Park where the boys are trying to make money being the pan flute and preventing the gerbils from attacking the towns and shit. God, I hate fucking pan flute. God, I hate that shit.
Well, let me show you guys my films. I'm embarrassed 2 of these are still sealed, but I've never seen. I mean, this is a whole list of movies I've never seen. Right? This is Spine number 1.
Oh, Renoir.
Renoir, the great Grand Illusion, and so it's Jean Renoir. I'm a big fan of his one of his other films on the list, The Rules of the Game. I love The Rules of the Game. I don't know why. Jean Gabin is also in this film. That's him right there. I don't know why I have sat on this for 20 years, but that is Spine number 1.
Yep, that's number 1.
Spine number 1, and I think Kino put this out on either Blu-ray or 4K, maybe both. Try not to.
I don't think it's got. I don't think Kino did a 4K of it.
I think somebody's got this though, right? It's not trapped.
I'm looking DVD. It up.
I think if Criterion brings this back on 4K before I get a chance to watch this, and it's still sealed up DVD, I might have to commit seppuku. Speaking of Japanese cinema, I might actually have to open my belly up or like stuff a frisbee down my throat until I choke or something, because I'm not sure that I can live down that shame. So obviously I got that one because I like Jean Renoir. I like 1930s film. Obviously an important film. It's the number 1 in Criterion Collection Spine number, so you have to have it. So that's the reason I got that one. I've also got here
Lionsgate put out Grand Illusion.
Lionsgate did?
Yeah, on a Blu-ray.
Okay. Well, I think we need a 4K anyway. I've got.
He was like immediately unimpressed.
I know, like, whatever. That's
really.
Terrible. I got Gimme Shelter. Look at how much I paid for that. It's previously owned, and I paid $27 for this on DVD. You can get a 4K for less than that these days. That's how good we got it. People start saying like, "Oh, physical media is expensive." Do you want to know what I paid for Criterion DVDs in 2004? That's $2004. It's inflated a lot since then. I paid the equivalent of $87 for a DVD. Anyway, this is a
second site. Chunky Boxes ain't got nothing on 2004
That's
Criterion.
What I'm saying. I ain't got nothing on a 2003 Criterion previously owned DVD for Christ's sake. I hope I stole this. Anyway, I hope I shoplifted this. I probably didn't, because I don't do that sort of thing. But I've always got drugs on my person, so you can't afford to shoplift. So this is a documentary about the Rolling Stones had some tours in the United States, and they hired the Hells Angels for security, and that turned out to not be a very good idea. And so this is a documentary about that, and I've been wanting to see this for 20 years since I bought it, and I just have not been in the documentary mood. I don't know. I haven't gotten around to that one. You don't see a lot of documentaries on the Criterion Collection, and that's a shame. I think they've got a few, but not a ton. They got Moon Age Daydream. That's a David Bowie documentary. I do love me some David Bowie.
It's a good one too.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds great. They actually gave that one a nap mode.
Did they? Is that Spine number 99? I can't quite read. Or 96.
I think it's 66.
I can find out.
Am I wearing my glasses? No, I think that's I think it's
99. It's
99. Thank you. Okay, my eyeballs still work. Okay. I'm going in order of Spine number, by the way, guys.
All right.
Here's Spine number 322, directed by Orson Welles. The Complete Mr. Arkadin, aka Confidential Report. So this is a set that I bought because it's Orson Welles, and look at how thick and girthy that is. It's got like 4 different versions of the movie on here, including a controversial UK one called Confidential Report. It's also got Criterion did this for a little while. I don't think they've really done this recently, but they were doing this for a little while. They did it with The Man Who Fell to Earth, Vampire, and another one I'm going to show you here. But they would include book like the movie's based on a book, The Man Who Fell to Earth, which is a phenomenal movie, but it's based on a book also called The Man Who Fell to Earth. And when Criterion put it out, they put it out with a copy of the damn book, which I think you should do more of. Like, companies need to do more of that. If the movie's based on a book, give us the book, package it in with the movie. And so here we have the written Mr. Arquette in here. I believe it was written by Orson Welles. And so I got a whole ass book to read with this thing. This is a DVD, mind you, and there's still like, what is it, 3 discs? 3 discs. So like however many versions of the movie are on there.
Yeah, that set's nice.
It is a nice set. It's not out of print. Surprisingly, I thought this was out of print until I went to Criterion's website. You could buy this thing today, but it's only on DVD. For some reason, they have not brushed the dust off of this thing. But who knows? Maybe in the future they will. But that's my
sell one more. They'll sell one more DVD and it'll get that Blu-ray upgrade.
Yeah, it'll go out of print all of a sudden.
And one of you guys please jump on that for us. Anyway, I'll watch the Mr. Arquette on DVD for you guys if you tell me to. I've also got spine number 414 here. This is 2-lane blacktop.
I've seen like one scene of that. I think that's James Taylor, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You are correct, sir. James Taylor. This is 1971, and there's a 2-disc set. This also came with. It's not the book, but it came with the screenplay. But yeah, that's the screenplay. I like it when they give you that too. I like any print materials because I do like reading the shit. So I got 2-lane blacktop in here. I've had this one for no, I'm sorry. That's Monty Hellman is the director. James Taylor is in the movie as well as Dennis Wilson, I think, is in this one. From the Beach Boys. Dennis Wilson. Only movie he was ever in. But yeah, musicians, James Taylor and Dennis Wilson star in this one. So that's kind of I don't know, it's a little bit of an oddity, I guess. 70s road movie. They're racing another guy across the country. And then for my last one, if I can get this stack to stay there, asshole. Don't move. Stop. Just stay right there. Jesus, is worse than my kids. They still. This is one that I recently got. I haven't watched yet. Paper Moon. I love me some Tatum O'Neal. Ryan O'Neal was a crazy son of a bitch too. I want to see a biopic on Ryan O'Neal's life because that man lived a wild life. I need to buy an. I remember making some comments about his life, and then I went looking for like a biography somewhere. I wanted like unauthorized biography by someone else that would really like dig into some of the shit. Like he made his son do cocaine with him at like 11 years old or something like that. Wild. Fucking Ryan O'Neal was a wild son of a bitch. And the fact that he actually lived to like 2024, 2023 is just insane that he actually made it that long with the habits the proclivities that man had. But oh well. Tatum O'Neal, his daughter, won an Oscar for this, I think. And I recently picked this one up and wouldn't mind checking it out sometime soon. This is spine 1241, I think. Pretty recent one. Anyway, that's what I got.
I'm like on the fence because I love Orson Welles. So you when you pulled that one out, I'm like, yeah, it's a DVD, but I mean, how many cuts have you got on that? And Welles is a genius when it comes to filmmaking. I'm like, but then you brought out Paper Moon, and I just saw Paper Moon last year, and it's Paper Moon is so good.
That's a tough one because look at this fat thing I've been sitting on. I bought this 20 years ago, probably in a Best Buy. Best Buy used to sell cool things. Nowadays, Best Buy is all like Ninja blenders and like new refrigerators. Best Buy is like one of the dumbest stores of all time. But you used to be able to buy cool shit in there. And I bought this at Best Buy. I don't want to know what I paid for this.
All right. I'm going with what I've seen, and I'm going to say Paper Moon.
I'm straight with second in that because I watched that out of that same set, and it was a beautiful 4K.
Oh yeah,
but the movie was It's timeless. Is that what year did that one come out?
70 73.
73. Yeah, it's really good.
I think he
This
did
one
it like
does have
right after
Golden
the
Vision.
last picture show.
Yeah, it's a Bogdanovich, right? Yes,
Yep.
it's the same dude who did Last Picture Show. I
Which
don't
is a
have
great
Last
film.
Picture Show though. All right, I will check this one out. This is the one.
Yep.
Me and
And
Paper
if-
Moon getting it on.
And if you don't like it, it's Jeff's fault.
It is
Yeah,
Jeff's
that's
fault.
fine.
Yeah, if I hate it,
it could be my fault because I don't think you'll dislike it.
okay, cool.
It's pretty good.
It takes a lot for me to dislike. I don't even dislike Antichrist. I can't ever watch it again, but it has artistic merit as well as vaginal penetration. So I mean, two things that I like. I just can't ever watch.
Have you? I'm sure you've seen Solo.
Yeah, that one's fun too.
That's fun for the whole family. I checked
That
it
one's
out.
literary because that was based on a book.
Yeah. I was watching it one day and I'm like, you know what? I don't understand why people don't. Okay, now I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you just walk out of that one and you're like,
I need to take a bath.
The French are fucked. Really,
Yeah.
that's what it is. Like I want to be tolerant, individual. I want to accept and embrace diversity and all that good shit, except for the French. I do have hate in my heart for the French. That's just a effed up movie and a book that it was based on. Damn it, French people, what are you doing? I still love the French. I mean, they gave us Jean-Pierre Melville. I mean, I love French cinema, but yeah. Salo was a tough one because they're like, yeah, we're gonna go do this messed up shit, and we're just gonna kill all the witnesses. It's just
yeah, the very end when they're doing that.
like we got to get rid of all these people, so let's kill them or make them kill each other. It's a rough one.
I still need to watch. I need to get into Truffaut. I haven't. I wanted to watch the 400 Blows for the longest time.
The 400 Blows. Yep. I'm not sure I would last that long, but I get to 3 or 4 and I'm good. You know, I'm not trying to make her work too hard.
Yeah, my mouth starts to get tired.
I was gonna say my jaw really it's a problem.
All right, so we'll roll right into the next thing real quick. Now, I figured I pulled like 3 different ones myself, but I figured because if we're gonna come back every month, we don't need to blow the load right off the rip on the first stream for things that we'd like to see added to the collection. So maybe we can just say one thing that we'd like to see, and then that'd be three new films or 3 wish list films, and we do that every stream. We got quite a bit by the end of the year. But what's the film that? And you know what? We'll start with you, Jason, and we'll go around the opposite way.
Okay.
All right. Wait. What I was going to say, like, how are we going to? This? I'm sure we're not going to go by Mike's rules. I mean, does this have to have like a 4K release already? Or
No.
It's whatever the hell you want.
So the way I look at it is, you can say something like you would like to see something in the line get upgraded that's been stuck on the DVD for 20, 30 years. You can get a reissued number that maybe has been pulled from the collection that you'd like to see back, or just something that you think fits the line.
Okay.
Be open about it, because why not?
So it doesn't have to be in the collection, right?
It doesn't have to be in the collection, but you can you can choose something that is, if you like.
All right.
This is just like I have a genie. I have like unilateral, and I have like the power to make this decision. And it doesn't matter if everybody in the world, like if they lynch me for this, then so be it. But there is no John Carpenter in the Criterion Collection, which I think is kind of weird for a director as prolific as him and who has done as much work as he has, for them not to have a single one. Also, there's one of his films that desperately needs a 4K. It's not on 4K, and that is Big Trouble in Little China, which is absolutely one of the finest films of all time. It absolutely does not belong on the Criterion Collection, and yet the Criterion Collection put out Pee-wee's Big Adventure. So I kind of feel like they're willing to dibble and dabble in some stuff that maybe they wouldn't have 15 years ago or so. But I think Big Trouble in Little China needs a 4K. Criterion needs a John Carpenter. I want more Big Trouble in Little China in my life. I haven't bought a copy of that movie in like 2 or 3 years. And so I would like to do so again, hopefully in 4K. And if it got a Criterion spine number, I think my life might be complete. I might stop collecting at that point. I might just say, like, it's not going to get any better than this.
No, don't say things you can't take back. No.
So, all right. So I love the vibe that you're on, because my vibe was basically the same type of vibe, except it is a Carpenter film, but it is one that has been in the collection, but they've revoked it from the collection. And it was in the collection during the Laserdisc days.
Yeah.
And I want Halloween back. Give me back my Halloween. I don't care if Scream Factory's released it 12 dozen times. If they bring it back, they slap a spine number on it. They've got me one more time on this movie. I've bought it 2 dozen times, but I'd buy it one more time.
I'll buy it again.
I want them to reissue it back to the Criterion Collection. We need Carpenter. And I mean, Halloween's my favorite film of all time, but it's been there before, so it can be there again.
Yeah. I mean, all you'd really need to do is throw a couple new features on there, and that damn thing will just it'll be sold out.
Yep.
As soon as they make the announcement, or like with your Smooth Talk did. Okay, with mine, I want a 4K of this. The director of this film is in the collection itself. I want The Fly on 4K, Cronenberg's masterpiece. I want that damn thing in 4K. I want every single bonus feature that was released on the Blu-ray. I wanted that ported over. I want new interviews with everybody else. I mean, I want
that one makes a ton of sense.
I mean, hell, if you're going to do it, I throw in the monkey cat scene. Shit, throw that damn thing in there. Make it like the director's cut, Cronenberg's fucked up cut. But that's what I want.
A lot of sense. I mean, Criterion's already done some Cronenberg.
Yeah,
they're not afraid of doing Cronenberg. So why not? Why not do The Fly?
I mean,
is it Jeff Goldblum? Do you think that's what's holding them back?
Oh, I'd say it's Disney. I think Disney owns the rights to that.
But then, Criterion will do something kind of off the wall and like, here's Wall-E. And you're like, okay, so Disney, Pixar let you have one? Or like who made the deal with Satan? Because like this definitely involves someone sold at least one soul for that. Maybe a whole team of people sacrificed some babies and sold some souls because you guys got a Disney Pixar movie in the collection. How the fuck did that happen?
Yeah, and it's like one of the best Pixar movies that they've made. Oh yeah, and they got it in there over say like Snow White or something like that.
Now, if they got Snow White, I mean, there's no way. I mean, if something happened with Disney, I don't know. I think they're going to make a comeback in the next couple of years. But like, if they really had it rough and like Apple bought Disney, just they wanted the content for Apple TV or whatever, you might see something like that. But, I don't think anybody will ever do. Like, they did a 4K of Snow White.
Yeah,
was it 2 years ago or so, and locked it right back up in the vault, bitches. Goes right back in the Disney vault. They've been doing. Disney invented FOMO.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I remember that in the 90s. My mom would be like, "Well, there's these new Disney VHSs that just came out. We got to get them before they go back in the vault." Had to get our Bambis and our we
gotta rush to the store and bludgeon somebody with a Tickle Me Elmo to get a hold of Snow White and the Platinum VHS series and shit. And Disney could have sold that shit year round, but they didn't.
Nope.
They wanted to be like McRib. You gotta go get it.
Disney's like, we're giving you 90-day windows.
Yeah. Wild shit. So it gives you hope. They get Wall-E and you think, well, maybe they could pull something wild out of their hat.
I mean, hell, Disney's already releasing most of their shit through Sony anyway.
Yeah.
So why not just let Criterion have their pick?
Yeah.
Well, don't give them the animated. I mean, I'll give them the 20th Century Fox shit.
I mean,
yeah, at least give them the 20th Century Fox shit,
or
something like your
Touchstone,
Touchstone Pictures live action
Yeah.
stuff. Like, Disney has a ton of live action stuff. From back in the day.
They got Hollywood Video, like Hollywood. They got the whole Hollywood Pictures.
Yep.
They could do all the Hollywood Pictures. Just give those to Criterion. At least they know. Whatever company gives their licenses to Criterion, at least they know that it's gonna sell. Because you just got some diehards like us that are gonna get them, and then you got the Disney people that are be like, "Oh, Disney never releases anything. We're gonna grab this because how long is it gonna last?"
Yeah,
because Disney's already built that FOMO into us,
Mm-hmm.
and even though Criterion doesn't, live off of it, I would still be worried about whether or not Disney would let them keep the license for very long, just in general,
Yeah.
So
That's got to be something Criterion considers
money on the
doing
table
these days. Like if you're Criterion and you're going to license something, you got to go in those conversations saying like, we try to license things, ad infinitum. Like we don't want to license something for a 5-year term and then lose it. And, like that's part of their business model. Like not a lot of their stuff goes out of print. They try to keep their stuff in print. God bless them. So that has to be something that is sort of on the table that they like put out there when they're trying to cut a deal with somebody. Like, you got to give us a reasonable window to like re-up this license and let us have this back, and don't let Kino stab us in the back or whatever.
Disney was like, Wally's the only one we care that you can have for the next 15 years.
Yeah, I don't know.
That one's been a couple years now, hasn't it? Didn't that come out like 22?
I mean, I thought when that came out, like okay, I know they'll never release Toy Story and The Incredibles. I know they'll never do that damn shit. Like maybe we could get like The Princess and the Frog out there, or Bolt, or something along those lines. I know we're not going to get the big ones.
Some Chicken Little.
Chicken Little
would have been cool for Criterion.
But no, we're stuck with Wally, and I love Wally. I love it better than fucking Up. I can't stand Up. But again, that's all we're stuck with.
Yeah, but think about them doing Up like Godzilla, where like you took it out and you open it up, and then like the house popped up with the balloons. That would be cool. I'd buy that.
That would just be something for me to throw on a fucking live stream, Jeff. God, I hate Up.
Right on. All right, so we'll do the outro here, which is basically I'm just gonna go through the chat real quick because I know there's been a lot of people chatting. Just kind of say
it has been a bustling chat.
Mm-hmm. Stacy's been asking questions that Jeff is like, you know what? I'm not going to answer those.
Well, I haven't really been paying much attention to any of the chat.
Exactly. We've been wrapped up.
Let's see.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. Excited for me to see Network. That was a little while back. Okay. That was about an hour ago. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Do you want a Fright Night Legacy sequel? Bring back William Ragsdale and have a Yolchin tribute?
As long as it doesn't have Roddy McDowell in it, fuck him. I'm glad he's dead.
It would be kind of hard to have him in there, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think they ought to leave well enough alone, but I think if they do another Fright Night, then yeah, they should do a Yelkin tribute. That guy, I mean, honestly, like he was young to go, and the way he died was kind of fucked up too, if I'm being honest. That was really kind of a shocking and unfortunate thing. And it's terrible. It's terrible what happened to him.
And I mean, the Fright Night remake is just so good. I mean, I wouldn't even want to touch that. I wouldn't want to go to it.
Yeah,
because you'll end up screwing it up.
Yeah, they do need to do less of that. I think they need to do less of the dial back on the remakes a little bit. Fright Night's a great movie. It's got a great 4K. I think, if it's a great movie and you're talking Chris Sarandon, oh my God, I love him in that movie. He's so handsome, and it's got a beautiful 4K in a beautiful steelbook. What are you going to do that even reaches that level? How are you going to do that? I don't know.
You guys like Sandra Bullock?
Like circa 1994? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I just can't think of 6 movies for a box set. I got Speed and The Net.
The Net. Oh my God. I saw a picture of her buying movie tickets on the internet. She was the very first human being to ever buy movie tickets on the internet to promote that movie, The Net. And I remember going to see the movie The Net in the theaters and just being like, what is this even about? You know, and like fast forward just 5 or 6 or 7 years and I'm downloading so much porn. I got Kazaa open. I'm getting
God.
Right. I got Napster open. I'm downloading every Metallica song they ever heard of. They sued me. And I'm like, I don't even give a fuck. I'm wilding out. I got like a unlit joint in my mouth. I'm just trying to be a wild asshole in my parents' basement.
I mean, I liked Miss Congeniality. I didn't care for the sequel.
Speed 2.
Oh yeah, Speed. You know what?
Speed
Piss
2?
on it. Let's get us a 4K of Speed 2.
Yeah. Thank you.
If they're going to give us fucking Troll 2 in 4K, why not just?
I mean, Vinegar Syndrome would make a really nice box set for it.
It would.
Oh yeah.
Has Sandra Bullock been in 6 movies? That's what I want to know. Has she been in 6 movies?
Well, she's got an Oscar that she didn't fucking deserve.
She got that one where you couldn't see stuff or you couldn't hear stuff or something. Bird Box or something.
Bird Box, yeah, Bird Box.
They could pull that
Murder
off.
by Numbers was pretty good.
Okay.
I think we named 6, right? Was that 6?
Yeah.
Close enough. I think it rounds up to 6.
It rounds up to 6. Yeah, there we go.
Rounds up.
I agree with Brad on this one. Would love to see American History, American Beauty on 4K from Criterion. That'd be tight.
Call me crazy, but I find American Beauty overrated.
Crazy.
But American History X is fine if you like watching Edward Furlong get shot in the chest.
I haven't seen American Beauty in so long that I don't remember much of it. I just remember him working out in his garage. You know,
like
he puts that weight or that bench in his garage, and he's just working out and trying to be young and fit again.
Yeah,
I just remember it being about a midlife crisis, pretty much. And I was like 18 or 19 when I watched it, and I'm like, I don't want that to be me in my 30s.
I don't get this at all. Life is amazing. Why is this guy upset? I mean, his wife sucks, but whatever.
I mean, I could see American
I'll wake
History
her
X
up.
going to Arrow. I could see that and giving us. I don't think it's going to.
Is American History X Lionsgate?
It's Warner Brothers.
It's Warner Brothers. Okay.
And American Beauty's probably reverted back to Paramount or something because DreamWorks shit the bed. They probably get American Beauty because it won all those damn Oscars. So I guess it'd be in the Criterion Collection.
Yeah, I'm sure they would do that one.
I'm going to read some of these stats, but okay. I got so far behind the chat. Sorry, guys. next time I'll try to do better about it.
That's okay. I mean, I've done that on my streams before.
Honestly, like when you've got a stream where there's more than one person, like when you're streaming solo, you kind of need the chat because it gives you like stuff to talk about and bounce off of. But honestly, when you got 3 dudes and my chatty ass is one of them, it's like, I'm sorry, chat. Like, blame me. Honestly, it's my fault, chat. I'm sorry. I got this problem. I got this genetic condition where I can't shut the F up. And it's my burden in life, but it's also what I'm doing here, kind of also. Is that
it's fine. Everybody should be all right in there anyways. I don't think
I want to respond to, I think it was Acres of Movies that asked, and I don't know if it was directed at me personally, but I like to think that it was, asked about Miller's Crossing. I love Miller's Crossing, and I want to see Criterion upgrade that Blu-ray to 4K. The only reason I don't own Miller's Crossing on Criterion yet is because I know they're going to bust that 4K out, and I want the 4K ideally, but I love Miller's Crossing because he gets the guy under the bed. The guy's coming in to shoot him. The mob boss turns out to be such a badass in that movie, and it's so satisfying that the older what is it? Is it Albert Finney? It's the older guy who's playing the mob boss, and you think he's just this old mob boss, and he's like, I don't know, he just doesn't have any. But when the guys come in to kill him, and he wastes all of them, you're just like, oh, that's why he's the boss. He's fucking awesome. He shoots the guy's leg out from under him. He's like hiding under the bed, and the guys come in looking. He just blasts the guy's leg out. The guy falls down, pops him in the head. The minute his head hits the floor, he just blows the guy's brains out all over the wall. And you're just like, oh, the boss is a badass. It's a great movie. Miller's Crossing is awesome.
I can't hear Jeff.
My bad, I muted myself. Miller's Crossing. I've never seen that one, but you said it does. It is on the Criterion already. It's just
yeah, they did a Blu-ray some years back.
Okay,
just waiting for the 4K. Any month now.
Any month. Well, as soon as one of us buys it, yeah, do that.
Yeah, it's a great movie. I had it on DVD for a long time, and great movie. That's another one that's a very straight Coen Brothers film. I would probably put it in line with. It's not as dark as something like Blood Simple. It's definitely not as bleak as something like No Country for Old Men, but it is a film that is quite serious. It's a film that probably is a little bit more satisfying. You know, it's not the bleak ending of No Country for Old Men. I think it's a more satisfying watch. But it's very serious, very like played straight. It doesn't have any like quirky or tongue-in-cheek kind of humor. I do highly recommend Miller's Crossing for folks. That was, I believe, like early 90s.
I think it's 91.
Okay, there we go. It's a fine film. It's a really good one. It's right up there with, in my opinion, I put it ahead of something like Fargo. And I know they get jerked off a lot for Fargo and No Country for Old Men, but honestly, if I got to choose two, I'm taking Blood Simple and Miller's Crossing, frankly, over the more overrated Fargo and No Country for Old Men, which are great films, but not as more loved than Blood Simple and Miller's Crossing. Great movies.
Brad.
Yeah, it is like having 6 people in here. It's like having 5 people in here. So.
Oh yeah, I would agree with that, Sculder. Gravity, I did like Gravity. I've only ever watched it in 3D, but man, that's a fantastic movie in 3D.
Never saw that one.
Yeah, I think Gravity. I think they're giving it a 4K release. I believe that's coming out soon.
Yeah, well, I hope it has the Atmos surround on it, because they took that out of like most of the releases. It only has a release on like that steelbook that's not a steelbook, like those Diamond Lux, those old school Diamond Lux Blu-rays.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only Blu-ray of Gravity that has Atmos. So I'm hoping that they put Atmos on the 4K when it releases. What about the Sadness of the Criterion? Great Korean film, which Criterion a good update to Zombie Film.
Yeah, they're never going to get it though, because partner label put it out.
Yeah,
Arrow put it out in the UK, and then
again, didn't they?
Partner label. What was it?
Arrow did the Sadness.
Arrow did the Sadness in the UK, and then Shudder did it over here, I think.
Okay.
Or IFC or whatever. It's one of the Vinegar Syndrome partner labels. Talk about one that sold out really fast.
Yeah, it had like a 2,000 limit, right? It was that had all the ladies on the front of it, like ripping each other apart.
That was the second one. They just re-released it with a slipcover, but they released it like Black Friday of 24 in like one of those rigid slip cases with the booklet, and that one went really fast too. They're both gone. It
just flies.
Yeah, people love the Sadness. I don't own it. I let it pass both times.
Yeah, I've missed out on it a couple times too. But I'm sure there's some people. I'm sure there's some people that got to have every version of it, so they bought it for us.
Are they asking us for Criterion like and good? They asking us for what we would like to see update the zombie flicks. What the hell? Sorry, I'm having a stroke. Korean film.
Possibly Scuba Steve is as well.
I'm like, which Criterion like? And never mind.
Yeah, he was.
Oh yeah, okay. No, I mean I like No Country for Old Men and I like Fargo, but I will take Blood Simple and Miller's Crossing any day of the week.
Yeah, Hell Caesar's really good too.
I've never seen Hail Caesar actually.
Hail Caesar's not bad.
I watched their Lady Killers remake and I was like, all right, I'm cool. I'm good for a little while, y'all. Like I'm gonna read a couple books. I'll come back to movies in a little bit. But yeah, I think Fargo, people have just been like jerking that movie off for like a really long time. It's a good movie, but Frances McDormand, it's good. It's cool. No Country, I think is another great film, but man, just a bleak film. Not really I like a film that picks me up a little bit. I like walking out of a movie like, damn, shit, like a little skip in my step. But No Country for Old Men is just like, yeah, life is kind of shit, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. And I am known for my ridiculous takes.
Stacey says, I agree that it's a good movie, but I would say that it does have quite a lot of tongue-in-cheek humor and indeed quite bleak, and it's also not exactly great. The narrative is twisty.
Yeah, the narrative is twisty. When I say played straight, I mean just like the characters they're not like looking at the camera making jokes like Deadpool. They're like straight characters in that there may be some twists and turns to the narrative, but like the characters are sort of in it. They're playing it very seriously. Like they're taking the story very seriously. It's not one of these movies where it's like more meta and self-aware and kind of goofy humor. And Coen brothers have done some of that. So
now I understand what the hell Scuba Steve said. All right, okay. It took me a while. Sorry, I'm a slow learner, guys.
Hell Caesar is underrated. Yeah, I liked it. It's pretty good. That was just one that I happened to find like on a Blu-ray. I think they had it at Barnes and Noble just in there, like they just had it on some kind of sale. It was like $5 or something for it. Was just a regular old Blu-ray, but that was a fun movie. It gets a little weird at
with Channing Tatum dancing around and shit.
Yeah, and they do that stuff on the boat.
Yeah.
So, all right, he said, "Hold on, I've got to block Jay from everything."
Bro, I'm sorry.
So have yet to watch Thief and Blowout. I'm trying to catch up. I'm gonna because it's 24 but hey man, you got time.
Bro, wait.
Yeah.
You're 23 years old? And you watching Criterions and shit? Like, I don't know, man. I think that's pretty good. I know a lot of younger folks
he's on the curve
up. Like,
yeah, Thief is great. I still haven't seen Blowout.
Yeah, you're watching some great movies at 23. The fact that you're approaching cinema the way you are, instead of like just like doom scrolling TikTok or Instagram and like trying to drink and smoke and get some young girl to go home with you from the club. I don't know. I admire the fact that you're where you are, and that you're consuming art.
Consuming art. Yep.
You got a good head on your shoulders, kid. All right.
Yep.
Oh, really? The 4K from Arrow.
Yeah, I mean, Arrow,
that's what I heard, man.
That's the thing with me. I mean, if I have the 4K on Criterion or a Blu-ray, I'm really hesitant about upgrading it or getting another label. I'm like, yeah, because
I'm even if it's Blu-ray over 4K, I'm just about Criterion or bust.
When they start throwing different special features at me, like when you say, okay, like this Thief has like X, Y, and Z special features, but this Arrow copy has like A, B, and C, and there's like it's not a perfect overlap with special features, and it's a movie that I really like Thief, then I'm like, I gotta fucking buy both now. Like they kind of get me a little bit. They hook me a little bit with regarding like my completionist mentality.
Yeah, like that. The Kino did the 12 Angry Men 4K, and I'm like, well, I've already got the Criterion Blu-ray, and it's a, it's a 4K scan.
And then Criterion gets the license back, and it's like, F you, Kino. Like there were a few Kinos. I think Kino snaked Criterion on a few. Some Like It Hot was another one.
Yep.
And Le Doulos, I think might have been another one. But Criterion, they licensed some Blu-rays, back when Blu-ray was popping off. They went back and they licensed Blu-rays for Some Like It Hot and a few others. And I don't think they were licensing 4Ks yet. It wasn't part of their agreements. And I think Kino was just like, circa 2017, 2018, they started seeing some opportunities and they're like, the writing's on the wall. Let's go get some of these Criterions in 4K real quick. And they wound up putting out some 4Ks of some films that were on Criterion Blu-ray, and it was 4K only copies too. And Kino doesn't usually do that. So
and better artwork.
Okay, so I really like the Arrow artwork. I will say,
Yeah.
I don't know if I really like the Criterion artwork as well. So it's hard for me to say better because I was very impressed with their artwork. I mean, the Criterion artwork, I don't know. I think maybe the Arrow artwork is a little bit better because it's just, it's pretty damned good. The Criterion artwork is not bad either, but that Arrow artwork is pretty sick.
After Hours and Trainspotting are bangers. Tell me if I know ball.
Yeah, After Hours and Trainspotting are very good.
Yeah, After Hours. I had never seen that until I got the Criterion. That movie was fun as hell. I had so much fun with that movie.
It's a fun movie for Scorsese as well. It's like
it's a departure.
It's the only way to describe deja vu. It's like the perfect example of deja vu.
Yeah, I had an issue with the ending of it. When he gets out of or is thrown out of the van or whatever at the very end. I'm like, really? He goes back to the same place, and then it's deja vu all over again. I'm like, okay,
yeah,
all right. that makes a lot more sense now.
I mean, live action Rescuers. Disney's live action and everything, so it'll probably come sooner or later.
I don't think I've ever seen that shit. So
if they can do a, if they can do some crap ones, they'll probably do some good ones too. Maybe. Let's see. The Criterion artwork of Thief makes James Caan look like a Mel Brosnan.
Yeah. It's actually kind of the reason why that's funny is it's actually kind of true. It's like, it does look like he's hustling his booty hole on the cover of that Criterion.
I love that James Caan's starting to get some more love. He just got the Gambler 4K.
Yeah. And he passed away not too long ago. I think it was a few years now, but Sonny Corleone. How they massacred my boy.
Great conversation, fellas. Thanks. 13 months. Holy crap. Well, that's how long I've had memberships up for. It's 13 months.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. The toilet Trainspotting is absolute cinema. Kelly McDonald is a god.
Yeah. The toilet scene is quite famous. I mean, it is quite well known.
The History of Violence cover kind of reminds me of an acid trip.
Yeah, I don't like the cover art for History of Violence at all. I made a video about it. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I complained for like 25 minutes in that video.
All right. So, do you fellas have anything going on your channel that's coming up? We can start with Johnny if you want. We'll just go around.
First off, I want to say thank you, Jeff, for creating this little get together that we're all going to hopefully continue for each month. Actually, I know I'm going to be doing a end of the month, or maybe at the start of next month. I'm just going to do a pre-recorded video of everything that I watched the past month, everything I picked up in the past month, and I might be doing a giveaway on that video. You'll have to check. I'm going to leave a couple posts around to get some feelers about it. But I think the start of next month, I'm going to be on Mega Mike's channel. We're doing an Arrow roundtable discussion, I guess, talking about everything that we picked up over the past for the Barnes and Noble Arrow sale.
Hell yeah.
Jason, you got anything going on?
I'm going to do a full and in-depth, very deep review of The Great Silence very soon.
Hey, you got to get the hits on that. Like, you know,
got to strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so that's what I got going on at Movie Mass 4K.
Nice. So I do have something going on. Me and Jason haven't scheduled it yet. We haven't got together yet. But my 3rd annual subscriber week haul live stream, where something always goes wrong. I had a computer die on me the first year. The second year, my phone kept crashing on me. But I do it every year.
I'm gonna call the FBI to your location. Tell them you got weed. I'm gonna call the FBI and just watch them bust your door down. He got weed.
It's decriminalized on Indian grounds now, so we're all good.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, so we'll have that going on. That'll probably be my next live stream here on the channel, because I got the box. It's huge. I want to get it opened up because I got lots of really good Vinegar Syndrome stuff in there. I went a little ham and got something every single day of the sale on the daily deals. So we got that, and I'm on Mega Mike's channel. I think for the same thing that Johnny is for the Arrow sale. I probably went a little ham on that one too. And yeah, I got some other stuff kind of coming up. I got movies that are stuck on DVD and or Blu-ray that need 4K upgrades. That video is coming really soon. I've had to re-record it like 2 or 3 times, and sometimes making videos is not as easy as some people on YouTube seem to make it be. I know you guys know all about that.
This shit definitely ain't easy for how little they pay.
And I don't have it as, and I'm not as smooth as Jason is, where I can just crack open a can and go at it and just roll off the rip and get me a nice little 20-minute video that keeps
you think I make it look easy, but I also, like the one that I dropped today, I thought for the longest time, I was like, I can't release this. I had to edit so much of my own bullshit out of that because I had too much. Like, I went in a little too hot. I had a little bit too much of the substances before that and during that video. And there was a midpoint where I was just like, I can't publish this. And I actually left that in the damn video. I was like, this is the one thing that I'm not going to edit out. Me just going like, I can't publish this. Like, I'm saying words that YouTube does not allow. I went a little bit too nuts. So, you know.
I'll be like editing one of my videos, and like I'll sit there and I'll be listening to myself. I'm like, why did I like go on about that for so long? And why did I say the same thing like 3 different ways? Like, I can cut 5 whole minutes out of the middle of this video.
I just find myself rambling through half of my shit.
All right, so we got a Johnny question. Who's a celebrity people say you look like?
Oh, I answered it. It's there.
Oh, it's there.
Yeah,
I get a lot of Amber Heard.
Oh,
yeah, I can see that.
Amber Heard.
Bitch, and I shit the bed.
So I used to get in high school. I used to get a lot of Jim Carrey and Johnny Knoxville. When I dyed
you got a Johnny Knoxville vibe.
I used to dye my hair black a lot in high school, and they used to be like, "Oh, Johnny Knoxville." So I dye it black, and I flick it back, and make it all like kind of poofy like his. But that was around the time of The Ringer and stuff. So,
oh god, I love The Ringer.
It was a whole lot of people walking around being like, Jeffy.
I love Brian Cox in The Ringer because he gave us.
Oh god,
hard.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say that.
He gave
my favorite thing in the whole movie is, when the fuck did we get ice cream? That's my favorite thing in the whole movie. I love that. I
want 4K of The Ringer, damn it.
And I'm just like, that's just like any kid. You're sitting there having a conversation, your kid's gonna pop off and just ruin that whole life for you, right? When the fuck did we get ice cream? Like,
can I have a slice of your poopy?
We got Scuba Steve. I like the fact that Criterion is going back to some of the out of print DVDs, putting them to 4K. Also adding new Eclipse series are some of the best buys. What you get amount of films versus price? Yeah, I thought the Eclipse line was dead, so I'm glad they're bringing it back.
You know one title I would love to see get brought to the Criterion Collection, and that's The French Connection.
Oh yeah, that would be good.
Give me a double pack like they did with the Three Musketeers, which I still haven't seen and probably will never see. Just give me a double pack of both of those.
I watched the Three Musketeers and was not impressed enough by it to watch 4, but I probably should because I know it's like that's still just half the story.
Yeah.
Brad says hit the like or hit the buttons, guys. Look forward to episode 2. I gotta go. I volunteer at local battery shelter in the morning. God bless everyone. God bless Brad.
Okay, you're laughing at a battered women. Okay.
It's dark.
We got Trini in here. He said he's been looking for a while. Long live Criterion. I think he's up as always.
What's up, Trini?
If Trini's lurking, you know you got a good show going on.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think that's going to do it. Don't want to hold everybody for too long. And for the record, Jeff, checkered clothes are underrated. I know. We both got some checkers on tonight. Me and Jason both.
I got my flannel. I live in Maine. It's about to snow hell on my ass.
It's literally icing, like raining ice shards down outside right now.
It is already where you're at?
Huh?
I said already where you're at? Hell, I have no idea what it looks like outside our window.
Yeah, it's raining out there. It's supposed to be freezing rain. I think it's out there about 21 right now. It just says cold weather now on my computer. It won't even tell me the temperature. It just says cold weather. I believe it. All right. But that's going to do it. Thanks, everybody, for popping in. We will see you guys in about a month. We'll come back with our thoughts on the movies that were picked from everyone else and with basically the same kind of layout. So thanks, everybody, for popping in, and we will see you all later.
Adios, y'all.